Excuse me.
On the Vick's person. What's up?
Yeah, you guys are gonna roast me in the wrong way. I can tell.
The anti-Semitic show.
Already.
Anti-Semitic humor that you're not gonna be able to clip any of this out.
I'm gonna just have to.
We're gonna clip it up. She's gonna be like, what the
Fight
fuck
both
did
of
I
you.
sign up for?
Oh wow! Oh, your shirt is making it so we can't see the
Yes.
text.
Break the wall.
But also we can't see it. That's not what's being streamed. Here, we'll transition briefly.
Yeah. Break the wall, ho. Yeah, that's what I like.
All right. That's all you got?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on?
Welcome. Bye.
Vic, are you ready for this?
I'm gonna eat some chibis and smoke some of this weed. I
I'm
think.
so ready for this. I'm so ready for this.
You wanna get high?
I think. No, not yet. Not until halfway through the show.
I think she's nervous, Tom.
I'm high all.
Oh, I'm not
whole
nervous.
I
show.
think you're
I live for this.
I think you're a little nervous.
You
Kill
should
me.
be. Honestly, you should be nervous.
I'm not nervous.
You're trying to prove too hard that you're not nervous.
You should be nervous. Get nervous.
No.
All right.
What could I say that would make you nervous
I'm
right
gonna
now?
say this. I do well in the spotlight. I love public speaking.
What about public peaking?
Yeah.
I like public
Are you a
speaking, but
peeker?
only when it's appropriate for me to be in the spotlight.
You're a peeker. You're a voyeur.
I'm a voyeur. I'm an expositionist. I'm all of them.
Wow.
I'm every woman.
Oh, kind of sex, huh?
Can you hear me crunching the chewy on the mic?
Is this what you want to do?
I'm curious.
You want to hear somebody?
I'm leaving it up to the. This is the ASMR portion of
Let
the
me see.
pre-show.
Did we?
They don't want to hear that?
Did we?
We got a post in,
In
the
our
socials.
stores and shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Should I tilt the camera up a little bit? I think so.
I think it's fine. Are you being dramatic? Jodeci don't care.
I'll split the difference. We got Tyrone up here today. I mean, he's up here often, but
Who's the biggest asshole out there?
why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that to me?
That's what life is.
A mystery?
You gotta deal with the shit sometimes.
I like
I
that.
deal with a
I
lot
like
of
that
shit.
line. I like that line, Tuck.
Thank you.
Which line?
Thank you, Lil
That's what
Jodeci.
life. Oh my God.
Deal with the shit. You burnt yourself?
Almost.
You're asking too many questions.
Who's the biggest asshole in Set De Flo?
Who has the biggest asshole?
Yeah, that's the real question.
Chill,
that's
for
that's
sure.
a great question. No. Chill's the sweetheart.
No, I said
Chill's
ha-
the sweetheart.
I was
of
talking
the
about who
team.
has.
Tucker might be the biggest asshole.
Who has the biggest
I
asshole?
think Tucker is the biggest asshole
Yeah.
and might have the biggest asshole.
Yeah.
I think you might be.
You think I'm bigger? I'm more of an asshole than Cav?
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think so.
Well,
I'm really an asshole.
It depends.
huh?
On, it depends on the audience.
I'm just
but
really
yeah,
an asshole.
Yeah.
I think you're an asshole.
I mean, me and Tucker top
on
two.
who you-
We top two.
Depending
of
on who you
assholes.
ask.
top
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 two.
top two top tier.
Yeah, we top two
Depending
assholes.
on who you ask, I'm really sweet. There's people you ask, be like, oh my god,
But
Tucker's so
that's
sweet.
the same for me though.
Well,
It's the same. They think I'm. Well,
I think right now y'all are asking me, and you're both pretty big assholes.
Yeah. We
In
gon-
a good way,
I know it's a good thing.
and sometimes in a not so good way, but that's everybody that's an asshole. Oh God, why do you
I
have
think
to
you're
do
cop-
that
I
into
think you're coping right now.
for what?
The fact that we're both fucking assholes and you're
Yeah.
putting up with our bullshit.
I mean, I'm pretty tight butthole, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just like
That's not what I
not
heard.
an asshole. You heard?
That's not what Tyrone told me in my dreams.
Mm,
You're looking at me.
Look, Tyrone just
I'm-
staring at you.
Tyrone's offended.
I like silence.
I do enjoy silence.
Solids?
I've been driving in silence a lot lately, and it's been very cathartic.
That's because you work with a dance club party now. You listen to music for fucking 5 hours straight.
I mean, that was kind of me already. When I work on graphic, unless I'm editing or if I'm reviewing something that somebody else is working on with me.
But I don't think it was at the decimal level that it was.
Oh,
I need to be
how do you
stimulated
think
by
I lost
5
my hearing?
things at a
I
time.
mean, you know what?
No, you can't
All
hear
You
the
it.
guys
time.
be walking into my house being like, "What the fuck are you blasting
You
the
can't hear
music
him.
that loud?"
But I
in here?"
mean, but
I never said that.
I know I said that either, but I know
You've
I know,
definitely
I know
said
you
that.
can't hear though.
Yeah, I can't hear. My
Oh.
hearing. I do wear earplugs at Set De Flo now to try and protect my what's
gotta get
left
some
of
of
my
those.
hearing. And
I gotta get the nice ones.
It's been working well for me. I don't have to listen to Kelly.
We love Kelly. This is
I'm
a
just
Kelly.
kidding.
It's a
You need to
Kelly
listen to Kelly.
I'm just
appreciation
kidding.
episode.
Kelly and I have a great working relationship.
Yeah.
We and Kelly have a great twerking relationship.
You know,
I don't want to see
no,
that.
Kelly
but
did.
I'm
You haven't
So
lived till you see
curious.
Kelly
So
twerk
look,
in cargo
when
shorts.
you put the mirrors up the other day, Kelly started like gyrating and twerking in front of the mirror.
I love it. That's the point of the mirrors.
And I say, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, she recorded
That's
that.
the point of the
I
mirrors.
didn't
Can I
have
put the
time.
rest of the Chewies in
Yeah.
this bowl? They're already like diminishing.
Yeah, we can just pour. You can just fucking pour all that in there.
Amazing.
You know,
Mhm.
Sam's supposed to come on the show tonight. You know he don't eat crawfish.
He
I-
chooses not to, or he's allergic.
He don't eat it. He don't like it.
That
He's like
is-
one of the New Orleans niggas that don't eat crawfish.
I'm scared.
And he's my friend.
I can respect that his opinion.
Wow, the fact that y'all are still
his-
friends
his
even
wife,
after that.
His wife eats crawfish though.
Matt said WID post set radio to me and you, Vic.
Post that ready to what?
I'm
Oh,
gonna send him. It's yeah.
Come,
It's on
I don't know.
YouTube.
We'll figure it out. You can do whatever it is with all of us.
he trying to come?
We're
should I
all
tell him
trying
to pull
to
up?
come.
Yeah, there she go. There she go.
Is that my problem?
You have issues, babe.
I do have issues, just like everyone. But
You
I
know-
try to be aware. I try to, try to do the best I can. That's all I can say.
Am I y'all favorite black person?
No, not by a long shot.
My favorite black person is my uncle that raised
So
me.
I'm not y'all favorite black person.
Oh my, no, they're not even like top
I
10.
just told you the answer of who my favorite black person
Not
is.
even like top 10, dude.
Oh my god, damn.
You're in my top 10 for sure.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah, you're in my top.
I know a lot of really great black people.
You know,
I
the,
do
you
too.
know the blacks. You know
It's
the blacks.
why
huh?
I'm not racist.
Vic, you know the blacks too, huh? Yeah.
I know a lot of people.
You know the blacks.
Not all of them.
You want to be precise
I do like to be precise. I like to be accurate
about the blacks.
and precise.
How many black people you know?
How many?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say the majority of people that I know well and spend time with are black.
What's the number?
I don't have a number. I don't have a number. I don't know if I have any numbers.
I think that's what the city wants to know.
That's what the city's dying to find out about me. How many black people does she know?
The number of black people that you know. The quantity of blacks.
They want me to name them off.
The
This is
quantity
my
of
list.
blacks.
Matt said WID post set radio. I think he meant like after set radio. I thought he was like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? Post set radio.
Oh, no. He meant after. I understood what he meant.
I didn't
don't
know that.
I-
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know what the fuck.
That's a Tucker issue, I guess.
I might know like 12
I have
whites.
reading comprehension issues.
12 whites?
Mhm.
Like, intimately?
I don't think that's true,
Like,
Kev.
well.
You think I know more than 12
I
whites?
think you know more. No, I think it's just me and Vic. Vic
Oh.
doesn't even really count as white.
Well, I
Oh.
do.
But we're going to get into your ethnic background.
That's the second half.
Oh,
is
God.
all your issues with race.
We're going to get into your ethnic,
Oh,
your
God.
ethno state.
We're gonna measure your skull.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to measure my skull.
Tucker
Ay.
goes too deep sometimes.
You think that was too far?
It scares me. Yeah, that's that fucking joke you probably made at
I'm
the
sure he
table
doesn't hear
yesterday.
that. I'm sure he
That
doesn't hear
wasn't
that a
the
lot, though.
Yeah, that's so ridiculous. The skull measuring is so
Skull
ridiculous.
measuring,
measuring
is
is-
like supreme white supremacy. Once you get into skull measuring,
I thought it was like Nazi shit.
that's white supremacist. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't think Nazis are white
I mean,
supremacists?
they are, but I'm just being specific.
Oh, well, yeah.
I
It's
can
like-
already tell that
It's like
somebody's getting canceled on this episode.
no, I don't think so. This is the pre-show.
We're building
is
our
the
audience
pre-show.
to be aware of us being like this.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what it is?
yeah. Vic, you probably the dirtiest about all of us.
I'm dirty, but I'm cognizant.
You're a naughty girl.
Very naughty.
Very naughty.
Like you're more extreme than everyone
extreme.
on Set De Flo.
I'm more extreme than good extreme.
Yeah,
I'm excellent extreme.
you're the most extreme in the Set De Flo crew.
I'm most extreme.
Most extreme.
In terms of adventurousness, maybe.
Yes, you're the most extreme.
I'm the most extreme. Wow. I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, nothing
I'll take that as a compliment.
is a neg.
Oh, you would never diss me?
Yeah, I would diss you.
Okay, well,
I already have.
there you go.
But that wasn't a diss though.
Withdraw immediately.
We're trying to figure out we're trying to rate our team.
Rate the team.
Yeah, so we can know who everybody.
Well,
so
yeah,
who has their place? I want to know. I want to put people in their place.
Okay.
I'm too sensitive.
We know.
Yeah.
I need to be gently cradled.
That's facts. Y'all think Sam coming on time?
What? Well, what? 7:30?
I told him 7:45.
Oh, I always tell people 7:30, but it's
Oh.
7:45 now, so
I
he's got about 30 seconds.
I'm low key like the producer today.
You are the producer today.
Yeah,
How does that feel? How does it feel to be in that seat?
it's the hot seat.
That's the hot seat?
Yeah.
It's the
well, you
cock
got to make sure
seat.
the audio.
There's no
Make sure the
cock in this
audio is
seat.
working. Let me see what it looks like when you guys lean back as far as possible. I want to make sure you don't leave the frame. All right, cool. Yeah, just don't lean back like that, and you're good. All right, yeah. See, because Tucker, sometimes you do be doing that, and then I don't want you to be out there. Okay.
Remember that show that Tucker had his man meat wide open?
It was.
Oh, with the shorts out, we were
Yeah.
getting text messages from concerned individuals
You're like,
saying,
"Oh
"Hey,
my
tell Tucker
God."
to not sit
We
spread
need to-
eagle
we
like
need to
that."
zoom that
Tucker's
show up.
making me feel so turned on right now.
No, that was not the feedback.
He was sitting next to Kelly with spread eagle like that, right?
No. When Kelly
A
was
few
here,
people
I think
have
he
done
was
it.
there.
A few people have done
A few
it.
people have done it. I will take partial responsibility for the lack of pillow covers that could fully
Yeah.
build out the back of the couch. There is a detracting.
Penis.
Okay. There's an issue with people sinking into the couch is what I was going to
Oh.
say. And I do want this to be comfortable, but I kind of like it when it's like when Chill looks like he's like really, really comfortable and he's just talking, laying down.
Every time Chill here, he's fucking high as fuck.
I
Me
think that
too.
he's having a great time, and I'm having a great time with him in the state that he's in. So,
No, he's gotta step it up. We gotta send Chill to boot camp. Kev, you eat Chewies? I should got more sticks.
wow. I'm honestly just so happy that we're like on time today. We're on time. Everything's going.
We're on
stream
time
is-
usually.
The stream is smooth. Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
Usually on time.
I'm not going to speak negatively of us growing. You know, we're constantly growing, developing, growing, learning.
I'm trying to unlearn right now.
Well, sometimes you have to unlearn traumas and other shit like that, you know? To get to the next stage. Is the door unlocked? Let me make sure it's open so that he can just come in. What are you listening to right now, Tucker?
I was checking the stream.
How's it sound?
Sounds cool.
I do think 30s are like have been my prime. Like I'm enjoying my 30s. My 30s are really nice.
So this is it now.
This is it.
This is all downhill from here.
This is it. Well, I'm still in my 30s for 6 years. So.
Doxing your age?
Yeah, I'll dox my age.
Why would you do that?
I don't care because I look fucking good.
Okay, good.
I don't care how old I am. As long as I feel healthy and good.
I care how old you are.
Well, that's why I don't care what you think.
That's cool. Man,
This is gonna be a great show.
I need to.
Okay, so Sam,
He can't come?
no, he coming, but he want to bring somebody else with him too.
Who?
Do
I know them?
I don't know if you know them.
Well,
I know Ken.
who is that?
He's okay.
I gotta text back David.
Because if we're meeting somebody new,
I don't know.
I don't know. Is he a good joser?
This is the worst content ever.
Where is he gonna sit? In the mush pot? Right here?
Yeah.
We don't have a microphone for him
We
for
won't.
some reason.
We won't. Vick, if you said anything about this microphone,
I'm just giving you shit. I'm giving you shit. Let me give you shit sometimes. You guys
Yeah.
give me shit all the time.
That's never happened before. So now you're just making shit up now.
Am I?
No.
I'm gonna tell him he could come, but he gotta sit over there.
Or he could sit over there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna sit in the corner.
It's gonna throw my energy off. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right, I'm gonna tell him. To come.
I mean, it will be because I'll be wanting to get to know this person.
There's strangers in the studio, the podcast studio.
I mean, I'm not worried about strangers. Are cool.
I'm actually anti-strangers.
You're
Well,
anti-stranger.
You're anti a lot of things. I don't know.
I am.
I'm just gonna spend the whole episode trying to get to know that person.
You shouldn't do that.
Well, I was just saying that's my energy. That's how I will feel weird not talking to the person that I don't know that's here.
I 86'd it.
Okay. Can he come on another time?
Yeah, he definitely could come another time.
I would like to meet him. Who knows? Maybe he'd make the show
I'm
better.
done-
I don't know.
I'm
It's a
done meeting-
toss-up.
I'm done.
You're the
meeting new
producer.
people.
You're the producer today. You get to decide all this stuff. You don't have to ask me
You
anything.
already- well, I took an account of your everybody's energy. So I
Oh
made,
no.
So I made a decision.
Well, if you think it would make the show better, I'm all for it.
I took into account of everybody's energy. So I made a decision.
Oh no.
You think we got any listeners?
Yeah, we have 3.
We had 2.
And now
then
we only
just
have
went to one. Like
Yeah.
you see that on my computer?
I did. I'm looking at your thing
Oh,
right
are
now.
you like side-eyeing my computer? Don't do that.
What do you mean?
Don't
I'm not
look up-
side-eyeing.
Don't look on my screen.
What?
Don't look on my screen.
Why not? It's right there in front of me. Okay. Ooh. Now I feel bad.
No, don't feel bad. Take a shot.
Take a shot?
Take a shot.
Of what? Wine?
Yeah.
He can come through. I'm not trying to be.
No, I
80
86'd it, Vick.
Oh my god,
Alright.
this is the
Yeah,
worst
this is-
pre-show ever.
Well, make it interesting, Tucker.
This is our pre-show, and this is how I like to communicate on the pre-show. All right.
These are the conversations that happen
I
where
think-
I'm like,
I think
I think
people-
this would be good. Actually, will it be
yeah.
bad?
Yeah, you see, you get in the mind of Vick. We're gonna learn all about Vick today.
You're gonna learn all
Blind
about
to
me.
Vick.
The good, the bad, the ugly,
The
the
truth
atrocious.
is, I really just defer to Cav.
No, let's not say that all the time. Well, you do have ADD though.
Well, I'm not diagnosed. I will
should,
say that.
You should be diagnosed. Why are you doing this?
Why?
We were just talking about Vick's mental illness.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, first off, I'm not diagnosed with a mental illness of any kind.
We're diagnosing.
So
Vick.
I do want to be clear about that. Although I believe I could have ADHD.
You very much have it.
I very much have it. Why don't you tell the people about that?
Well, you want to wait till we get on the camera and do it?
No, I mean, you can talk about it now. We're talking about it.
I think you've seen it, Tucker? You've seen the ADD? Or am I tripping?
I don't know.
Tucker don't want to talk about
I think
it.
sometimes I'm thinking like, do I have that shit? But
You don't have it at all. You just
Don't
don't
think
feel
so.
like doing shit.
Tucker definitely has
No,
ADHD.
no, he don't have it. I don't think he I think he just be lazy sometimes. I think.
Okay, well, here's what I'll say.
I think-
Tucker is not diagnosed either, so I cannot diagnose
Yeah,
him.
No,
you're a real
but
quick
what I
diagnosis.
would say though is, you work so hard
Give me the drugs.
Thank you.
that you'll stop one thing and start working hard on another thing instantaneously.
Well, let me tell you my methods, right?
Tell me.
If it will take me less than 3 minutes, I will do it immediately. So if somebody emails me and I can respond in 3 minutes or less, I will respond back right away. Because then it's off. It's off my plate. It's
But
out of
yeah,
my
but-
mind. I never think about it again. I have trouble
It typically doesn't
if I
take
get like
3
a
minutes,
text
though.
message
Yeah.
or if I get a phone call or if I get any sort of like contact to me and I check it but I don't respond right away.
Yeah, it just bothers you.
Well, no, I will forget. I will just never respond.
You don't
Because
look
I have
back, you
so
don't
much
look
other
back
shit
at
going
it?
on.
You don't go back and look at it?
Well, I have so many people talking to me throughout the day
You just pop it, huh?
that I just respond right away because I don't like it building up.
Yeah.
If it builds up, then I feel the
What happens when it builds up on you? Because I'll see somebody.
never does.
So sometimes people message me and I'll look at it and I'll be like, okay.
it never builds
And
up on me.
And I just get back to it when I get to it.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad you can do that. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. For me,
Does that like?
well, because I want to. First off, if someone's reaching out to me, I'm like, okay, is this urgent or not? So I check it to see if it's urgent or not,
Oh, it's
and then I'm
almost
like,
urgent.
okay, I checked it.
But let me ask you this: what's happening? Like, do you get anxious when you see all of the backup? Like,
My brain kind of works with checklists,
Oh,
sort of.
yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
if I see if there's a number ticker, like
Yeah.
a notification,
it just fucks
I
with
like
you.
having notifications zeroed out. I don't like having notifications on my phone. I turn notifications off for most
Well, what's your
apps
emails looking like?
on my phone.
What's your email?
My personal or my professional?
Like-
Oh my god, this dude's
Whoa.
so mad at me.
This profession. Oh,
We're
right.
gonna talk about it
The
on the show.
professional.
Did you text him back? Yeah. Oh my god. But what's your email look like? Cause mine look nuts.
My inbox, my work inbox is zeroed out by the end of the day every day.
That's nuts. What about your personal?
My personal, I have 7,211 unread emails, but it's
It's
mostly
junk, probably though, huh?
it's mostly junk.
Yeah. I told you that, Tucker. Didn't I tell you how that went down? See, I'm not gonna say anything on the show, but I told Tucker that it's gonna get like hectic.
Oh, it's about to get hectic.
Yeah, like he turns
Oh,
up.
no.
Like I'm telling you, I had a full out.
This way you
Arguing
gotta keep
match.
a calendar.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
keep a calendar.
Yeah,
You gotta keep your books clean.
keep the books clean.
I suck.
You
I
just-
fucked up and I suck.
It's all right, Tucker. So what? We all fuck
Well, the
up.
first part is admitting it.
Yeah.
Hold up.
I'm a piece of fucking shit.
That
Cause I
is
got
true.
dates. Ugh! I suck.
That's so true.
How am I gonna fix this?
I'll tell you after the show. I'll tell you how to fix it.
How can I fix my professional and personal relationships with the people around me?
I really feel like I should have deferred to you.
Oh my God, Vic, would you leave it alone?
Well, now I'm like, maybe this person would have been the best part of the show.
No.
Oh my God, leave it
No,
alone.
what?
Leave it alone.
I just don't know who they are.
Who
Leave
gives
it
a
alone.
fuck?
Leave it alone. I only told you. I mean, I told you because it was on the docket, but it's not off. It's off the docket.
All right, I'm off it.
It's off the docket.
This is a very stimulating conversation for
It's the pre-show.
the one person watching right now.
It's the pre-show.
It's the P show.
I might be the one person watching.
It's not the P show.
Right,
And I
wait.
think you probably are the one
I
person
left
watching.
my 5 laptops open to the show on accident.
Yeah.
I just like when people are mean to me. Am I being
Oh my
too
God,
pitiful?
yes.
Here we go.
I was gonna.
Welcome
oh, you did it a minute
to
early.
Set
Nice.
fucking Radio.
Here we go.
Hi.
Here we go. The Big Vic show.
The Vic,
Oh,
Vic,
no.
the Vic extravaganza.
The Vic extravaganza.
Oh,
It's
wow.
free trial, Lil Jodeci, and Vic. It's just Vic. You're like Drake or Beyonce.
we
You're
gonna
Yeah,
cut.
I'm
we
just
gonna
Vic.
cut the whole pre-show because
It was whack.
Sensitive documents, sensitive information.
sensitive
Nudes
information
were leaked.
Sensitive
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
Talk with bare ass.
So
Yeah, that
my
was
ass was out. So
Bare ass.
we have another guest that's not here yet.
He's on
We
the way.
do.
He's
Sam's
on the
on
way.
He's
the
in
route.
transit.
Yeah.
We got Sam back on the show. Live well, Sam. I gotta pull his Twitter up. Find some old embarrassing tweets. I mean his ex page. Sounds like pornographic. I'm pulling his ex account up.
I'm just stunting
X,
on my
well,
ex.
that
yeah.
is what Twitter is called now.
X. I know.
I keep forgetting that.
Live well. Live well.
I'm
Sam.
trying to see if I can.
We can all
watch
agree with
the-
that. We can all agree with living well.
2 whites and a black.
Well,
We're gonna even it out in a second.
You gonna
I
even it
can
out?
go back behind the camera if you want, because Tucker would refuse.
No, Tucker wants to be in the spotlight.
You need me in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Half the time you're like, like you're falling asleep. On the
Look, I'll
show.
walk off.
We got the
If I'm not
most.
worshipped.
So we got the most likes today on the radio post for Vic.
But we also tried a new way of posting about the radio show.
We did.
We
do
didn't
that.
lead
did
with a
do that.
graphic.
We did do that.
We led with a photo.
We did do that. Don't tell us. Don't give out the sauce, Vic.
We give out the sauce.
Do we give out the sauce?
Yeah, because we
We
fucking
squeeze it
know
out.
we know what the fuck we're doing, and if we want to change and do something better, we always can.
Tucker say we squeeze it out.
I'm finding some good tweets.
Out of what?
I don't know. We squeeze it out of.
Our tubes.
Oh.
Life is life is a tube.
Our tubes.
You're both.
Welcome to the Vic extravaganza. we talked to Vic, so let me say this, right? I'm gonna introduce Vic a little bit, and then Tucker, I want you to introduce Vic a little
Yes.
Okay.
bit, and then Vic, I want you to introduce Vic a little bit.
Okay.
Vic a
that-
little
is that
bit.
cool? Give a little
Perfect.
bit.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Who sings that
I
song?
can be with
Is
that.
that Dave Matthews?
No,
Jack Johnson?
No, that's like an older song,
Vic a
isn't it?
little, Vic a little
I'm a
bit.
black man.
He says black.
I'm a black man.
You are a black man.
Yeah,
So you, why did I say that?
just letting you know. Look at me.
I actually forgot, so thank you for reminding me.
Would you be down to post in the stories?
Oh, I should have posted in the stories. You're right.
So I'm
Look at
pretty
that
sure.
action shot.
I'm pretty sure. I was trying to wait for
For Sam to get here.
Dingo to get here.
Dingo. Is that your
Wait,
nickname for him?
Dinko?
No, that was that's his old name. That's what he used to go by, Sam Dingo.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh
that.
yeah. it's-
Oh yeah.
The dingo ate your baby, Dingo?
No, like man Dingo, Sam
okay.
Dingo.
I should get a shot from over here.
Take it. Make me look good.
Yeah, make it look good. If you-
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
Make us look hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
very stimulating for the one person watching the stream right now.
I'm doing another one. This is important work. This is what music is all. This is what music is all about.
This is what entertainment is about.
We did it.
We did it. Happy Tuesdays.
Happy Tuesday.
Hate them bitches.
You don't like Tuesdays?
That's a strong sentiment.
We do hate him. We all said that in the group text.
I do not use the word hate lightly.
Well, we
I do.
disliked it.
I don't think
Yes.
that's true, Vic. Cap.
You just said
I
you wanted to
wasn't-
come into your like bitch era or like your cunty era.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm a beloved cunt though.
A beloved cunt.
Yeah.
What's a cunt?
Well,
I wouldn't
do
know.
you want me to get into the parts of
I know
the
it's
body?
cunt is
or
like the badge, but like,
What
is a
defines-
cunt worse than a bitch?
I think it depends on who is saying it and why.
Okay. Okay.
For sure.
Okay. All right. Welcome to this show. I met Vic in 2020.
So Vic is the producer of Set De Flo.
Sit your ass down, Tucker.
Yeah,
Okay,
sit
but
down.
okay, look, I'm editing.
No, sit down
but
now.
sit down. You're making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're making the set uncomfortable.
All right, damn, my bad. Fuck.
A lot of people want to know. I say a lot of people
See.
want to know. We've been
So far,
no. A lot of people want to know like who's this person running around Set De Flo?
that's what I do. I just run around it.
Who's running around
You be
Set De
running-
Flo? And
Set De Flo.
I was in LA a couple of years ago, and I was out there with Cubs. And
And
me-
Poe.
and Poe and
And Quincy.
Quincy from what's that show?
Snowfall.
Snowfall, yeah.
And Orange is the New Black.
Big oh, he in Orange is the New Black too?
Yeah.
And all
Yeah.
my children.
Yeah, I was in LA. Vic was out there. I'm gonna give it a long, short story. Vic was out there.
I was out there.
She was basically doing what she does now. Like, yeah, I'm just Josing. Vic is a top 10 Joser.
Serial
Wow.
Joser.
You're a
That
top
might be
10
the best
Joser.
compliment you've ever given me.
No, you're a top 10 Joser.
That's an insult. Joser's an insult.
No, it's not. We corrected this last week.
Why would you do that?
Yeah,
You just took all the wind out of my sails.
Vic is
Just
top,
all of it.
Vic a top 10 Joser, and we met out there in LA, and she was taking pictures, and we everyone, all of us, me, Cubs, Vic, we all hung out. Odyssey was all hanging out for like a couple of days.
It was like 4 days in a row because everything was shut down from the pandemic.
Everything
We
was
didn't
shut
do
down.
anything.
Everything
We
was
had,
shut down.
I mean, one of the best parts was when Audie pulled up because we had a little mushroom situation. It was a microdose situation.
Oh, an earthquake happened.
But the earthquake happened.
Yeah, that did happen.
And a few people in the group hadn't even experienced an earthquake before.
I didn't have experience an
So,
earthquake.
yeah, how was that?
It felt like nothing, to be honest with you. I was like, oh, this is it?
It's really not.
Yeah.
But, the big one's coming, and that's going to wreck
Wait, what you
LA.
mean?
So, LA is on a fault line,
Yeah,
right? Which means with the tectonic plates
yeah,
that are under the ground,
yeah,
there are two of them that are like right next to each other.
yeah.
So when a really big earthquake happens, it's basically gonna
It's gonna
split
like
it open.
separate.
It's called the San Andreas fault
So when
line.
is it supposed to happen?
Well, it's unpredictable, and earthquakes are way less predictable than like hurricanes, which you kind of get a little bit of a heads up about.
Yeah, yeah.
Earthquakes, it's like as soon as the Richter scale goes off, you really only have a few seconds before you actually experience it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of a tricky, it's interesting, like natural disasters that are different across the country.
So when that happens, will San Francisco be like an island?
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like, but it's going to look pretty crazy. It's going to be
Yeah.
pretty catastrophic. There's going to be a lot of damage.
Mm.
A lot of damage.
And
The Rock made a movie about this
I-
not too long ago. I
have
didn't
not
watch it,
watched the
so I don't know if
movie.
it's good, but it's called
Yeah.
San Andreas. I think that's what it was
I haven't
about.
watched
They made a video game about it too.
They made a video game about it? What was that called?
about
Because I thought it was San Andreas.
Deep Impact.
Oh, that was?
GTA San
yeah,
Andreas.
yeah.
That was about the earthquake.
Forgot about that.
Are you bullshit? Are y'all bullshitting?
Yeah, I'm bullshitting.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing to do with the earthquake.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Like honestly, Vic is probably one of the most talented and creative people I've met in a while. Almost like in the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So
Thank you.
she's been helping us creatively on the backside of Set De Flo with some things, and it's been very much a blessing to have her in the community. We wanted to have this show so y'all gonna know who the fuck this white girl is running on the scene, so she could have some type of so y'all could have some like context to what the fuck is going on. We can't just implant people in the community. People gotta know who's in our community. You know, New Orleans is very sacred, and it's very protective too. So they might out your ass. So you know, you gotta stand in the kitchen and observe the heat. How you feel about New Orleans?
How do I feel about New Orleans?
Yeah.
I love New Orleans. I'm so happy to live here, and I'm ready to die here. Not yet, but you know. Like Biggie? You said what? Not like Biggie. No, I just, yeah, I love this community that I've gotten to join, and I love this city, and I think that I'm someone that likes to give and likes to find places to give. So knowing that this city has had a lot taken from it gives me drive to give what I can to it. And I don't know, it's just full of beautiful people that have embraced me and showed me so much love. And I don't know, I've never been anywhere in the world like New Orleans, and I'm happy to live here.
Tampa's pretty cool too.
Shut the fuck up.
Who doesn't like Tampa?
What's in Tampa other than the Dolphins?
Tampa Bay.
I think there was a Tony Hawk's Underground level in Tampa. I remember.
No.
Or Pro Skater 4, or one of those. You know.
Pro Skater 4. I remember the San Francisco level for Pro Skater 4.
Actually, I think I skipped 4. I think I went straight to Underground. I went from 2 to
Underground was good.
You know.
Yeah.
That was just me, though, you know. It's too scary to get on a real skateboard, you know.
What made
Did you used to skate?
I think I had one in the 5th grade. My parents got me one, and then I fell off it and it kicked out into the street, and a car ran over it.
Oh.
And the board didn't break, but the wheels flattened. And I was just like, yeah, I'm good. Well, fuck it, you know.
I used to skate, but when I first started skating, my parents bought me a skateboard from Ross. And it was so bad.
Yeah,
the first time it was too big. It wasn't even the right size. And then the trucks were trash.
The wheels didn't even spin.
Yeah. So I just painted it.
You were a skateboard kid?
And then
No, I never did the skateboard shit.
You don't seem like a skateboard guy.
I never did the skateboard shit, but a lot of my friends did around high school, college.
It can be very painful.
And I was like, y'all niggas wasn't skating a year ago. They started skating when Kick Push came out. And I was like, all right, I see where this going. I'm not doing that. But I was wearing tight shirts and dunks, SP dunks. and I didn't feel good about myself doing that either.
Do you feel good about yourself now?
Oh, I love it.
What, being yourself?
I love it. I think it's the best thing ever.
The best thing you've ever done is being yourself?
Well, that's great.
What you think about it?
What? Being you or me being myself?
You being like me. Would you be me?
Of me? Would I be? Maybe for a day. I don't know.
Day?
It'd be weird to switch bodies. I would switch bodies, but not with someone I know.
Freaky Friday?
It'd be weird to be Freaky Friday with someone I know. I do it with a stranger.
Oh, it's called Freaky Friday?
Yeah, you remember Freaky Friday?
Yeah.
With Lindsay Lohan, Jamie Lee Curtis, and switch bodies.
I never watched it. I'm not a movie buff like that.
Well, that was the remake.
Is that Tarkovsky?
Tartakovsky?
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Vic, what don't you know?
What don't I know?
Yeah, what are you trying to figure out?
Well, I'm constantly learning about history. That is something that I have. Here, I'll put it this way.
Tell me.
My friend Joe said this all the time, and I was like, I'm stealing that. So shout out to Joe. But I think this is true. My knowledge is a mile wide and an inch deep. So I know a lot of shit, but I know about a lot of things, but not a ton about a lot of things. There are only a few things that I have like really, 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 really deep knowledge about, like cooking, photography, videography.
Yeah, sex toys.
Yes.
Come on, Sam.
What's up? Yo, it's Sam.
Sam's going to complete the whole situation right now.
Welcome. Get in there.
We really needed your energy in here.
Yeah. What's up, fool?
What a guy.
Yes.
We
got a mic for you hidden right here.
We just running the shit
Get in
right
there,
now.
champ.
Yes.
The funny part is, it's almost weird for me to ask you questions because I know enough about you to not to. But Tucker, Sam might get interviewed.
I don't know shit. I want Josie hard.
Josie.
So to celebrate with Sam's entrance, I have a tweet.
I fuck with it.
I got one of Sam's tweets I dug up. This is a new segment. Every time he comes on,
Yeah,
we'll
every
dig up
time
old tweets
Sam's
of
on the show,
him.
we got to go through his Twitter.
Fuck with that.
Oh my god. All right, let's see. Making 100K as an entrepreneur is no easy task. Trust me. But I know a cheat code. What's the cheat code, dude? I want to make 100K as an entrepreneur. You can't tell me?
Nah, I'm writing a book.
Oh, I gotta buy the book. I gotta spend $18 on a book.
You gotta spend $20.
$20?
He got that out of you real fast.
All right.
The game is to be sold, not to be
If you
told.
wrote a book, I would buy it.
What's the book about?
Oh, this is my mic. Yeah.
Oh, is your light on? Is your
low.
mic on?
I think I can hear this.
I can.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not producing this episode. I forgot.
My book gonna be about just the wildness of my life growing up in New Orleans.
Okay.
Not gonna
Here,
say
wait.
wild,
Let me give you this.
Is it told from the first person?
I haven't thought that out yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through my
It's
writing
number 5.
process,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna see when it comes out. But I do want to write a book and just give inspiration, insight,
Right.
coming up in the
Oh, that's
city,
me.
being creative,
Uh-huh.
diving hard into real estate and how that changed my life as well.
Right,
But still staying grounded to the culture with cats like y'all and the
Right.
homies.
That's cool. That's
Check,
cool. I don't
check.
think I have it in me to write a book, to be honest.
Hold on, those shades are fire.
You like these shades,
Nah,
dude?
them shades are fire.
Yeah, but these are my trademarks.
Shades my arms.
These are my trademarks.
Oh, those are trademark shades.
Yeah, I
man.
just wear these everywhere.
I fuck with
These are my
those.
daily shades.
I fuck with those.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes you look literally way cooler.
That's
Don't
how
take it the
that's
wrong
how
way.
that's
Don't
how
take it the wrong
sunglasses
way.
work a lot of the time,
But they
dude.
make you
That's how
look
sunglasses
way-
are supposed to work. You know?
Sometimes they make you hotter.
Yeah. It's like when you can see less of my
Sometimes
face.
they make you cooler. Sometimes they make you hotter. You
Is it
know.
hotter now or
Depends.
cooler?
I don't know.
We
if
got
he's-
some hot
in
and
my
spicy
opinion, I don't know if he's
Chewies, by the
striking
way.
either of those chords, but you know.
I fuck with it. But nah, Vic, you intrigue me. Since I met you.
I really want to turn you. Actually,
Yeah,
let
you
me
intrigue me.
swap out
No,
this
no,
mic.
no.
That mic's better. I don't think you can hear him that well.
Say something, Mike.
Check it. I mean,
Okay.
y'all good, I'm good with it.
Yo, take this mic. Check. That was pretty low, yeah.
Check. Yeah, this is
check. This is pretty low.
You talk
Is
loud.
anything coming through at all?
Yeah, it is.
Five?
What
I can hear
number?
you.
What number is
You
that?
Cool.
definitely
5.
That's 5.
Yeah.
But what I was saying,
Popping.
to Joshu, Vic.
Okay. Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
I met you
Ask me.
you came off like a chameleon on low.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
when
yeah?
when I met you in my crib for the first time, you were just mellow to yourself. You were all smiles and chilling.
Oh yeah. Well, we were watching the fight,
We
right?
were watching that fight. I thought,
Yeah,
that's me. And
Yeah.
so,
Now I'm cheering you on.
bet when I met you, I was like, man, she cool. Her demeanor's dope. And then I got to know you, see what you do. I'm like, oh, she really is dope. Cause I kind of
Yep.
can feel
Yeah.
energy and vibes from people all the time. But I know if he rocks with you heavy,
One,
I'm
two.
like, yeah, she's thorough.
Thank
So,
you.
but I still don't know shit about you. So I don't never want to like be that homie like,
Yeah.
where you from? What you do? How you been moving? But since this is the Joe's podcast for you tonight, the Set De Flo podcast, tell me something that I don't know about you that I might find interesting about you.
Ooh.
Come on, I'm going hard.
Man. Okay. Well.
Not
That's
a
what
deep,
it
dark,
is.
dirty secret,
Alright.
but just like some shit that like, an accolade or
Something dirty.
An accolade. Okay.
There we go.
I don't know. All the things that are coming to mind are really old things.
that's cool. I don't know that
Um,
shit. Something I don't know.
I
I know you can cook. I know you
I-
dope at what you
I
do. We
can.
Set De Flo.
can't cook. Well, yeah. I used to have a food blog
Oh, word.
for a long time, And while I was doing the food blog, I was also a radio DJ. I was a radio DJ for 5 years. While I was also in some bands. I was in a few bands as a drummer.
Cool.
I was in a psychedelic surf rock band called the Oolongs. Don't look it up.
I have to look this up.
Yeah. We were trying some shit out. You know, we were doing some things. But I was also in a blues band with a photography professor that I had, and like 6 other people. And that was fun. Okay. But
sounds
the
kind of
most
sketchy.
It was.
Yeah, she probably.
It wasn't really that sketchy. It was pretty chill. It was pretty.
My photography professor.
Yeah, we got it popping.
He was chill.
he was getting it popping.
He was chill. He was just really, really, really old.
His name was Lil Jodeci.
I shouldn't say that. He wasn't that old. Sorry, Mr. Old.
Damn.
But
Mr.
he was super
Feeney.
cool. He was
Sorry,
super cool.
Mr.
And
Feeney.
so he taught me how to use the darkroom. Like I used to process film in his darkroom.
He taught you how to use the darkroom.
All right. I'm
call New Orleans
gonna
that.
pivot. But the most lucrative band I was ever in was actually the I don't know if I would say it's probably I occasionally filled in on some drums for this Celtic band, and they played a lot of weddings. So there was money involved, which was nice.
Professional.
So I was used to not making money doing artistic stuff. Cool. But I played this drum called the Boderon, which before they had me come on, I had no idea what that was. But it's like there's like a crossbar in the back of this drum head, and you use a baton that has 2 heads on it, and you hit the drum like this.
Oh, you man.
It's pretty wild.
Dope.
It was
A
it was
Renaissance
fun.
woman.
Honestly, if I went back and watched videos of that shit, it would probably be really terrible.
So
but we made money doing it, so you know.
when you was doing the food blog, wait, didn't you have the pizza shit too? Was that a pizza?
Pizza shit? Oh yeah. So my friends, Delicious Pizza is a restaurant that was started by the same guy that owns Delicious Vinyl, which had a bunch of different artists on it. It's a label. But I worked with my friends Travis and Veronica and Chase to help basically develop a pizza menu for this restaurant, and that was pretty fun. We were kind of like it was really Travis leading the way and doing all the work, but we were trimming at the same time. He was I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't get too deep into this, but we're doing a lot of
activity.
Illegal drugs. You were selling drugs on the black market for profit.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've done so many different things. It's hard to talk about.
You guys talk about Robot Chicken.
Okay, yeah. So I started like my
fucked with Robot
artistic.
Chicken?
I started as a
fucked.
designer and animator at Robot Chicken when I actually started working in entertainment. That was really fun. I got to work with a lot of really cool people doing that. Shout out Stupid Buddy Studios. And
Scott Evil.
I don't know. I was really into the underground comedy scene in LA as well. So there's a lot of overlap with like writers' rooms and people that were working in both of those spaces. I don't know. I mean, I was a bartender for 3 years. I worked in construction for 3 years. I was a medical assistant at a neurologist's office for 2 years. I don't know. I've just done so many different things that have definitely built up different random skill sets over time. But the longest amount of time that I've spent working in a specific area has been in entertainment. And I've primarily focused on leading teams of animators or motion designers or post-production teams or, full creative teams to build
You're hired.
videos. I know. I feel like I'm just like
No, so what would
this isn't fun.
No, what would happen was, so I don't know why you went down that rabbit hole.
You know me. Well, he did say that I would go down tangents, which is what I do.
What would happen was sometimes
Rabbit hole.
me and Vick would go to somewhere and I'll be like, hey, I'm making Vick to do this, right? And people will look at us and be like, well, who the fuck? They don't know that Vick has I don't know. I don't even want to say all
Vick
this shit.
activates spaces.
Yeah, activate space and has awards and shit for what she does. And then she won't tell you.
Yeah, I have
So
a really hard
now-
time talking about.
So now niggas looking like, well, I'm not about to. What the fuck she gonna do for me? So now, and I'm not about to say nothing because I'm like, all right, cool. We gonna just work with the Set De Flo shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool on like, but the thing with that is, you know what I'm saying? Most of the times I look at like shit. A lot of times, you know, I just don't believe in judging books by their cover. You know what I'm saying? But I think I fuck with that because when I walk into the room, a lot of people look at me. They'll look at me kind of crazy and think, oh wow, they'll look at me kind of crazy and think,
What?
I don't even know if I want to say it on the show. Wow.
You're not ready.
No, they had a spider behind you.
It was a giant tarantula.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
where?
a spider behind you. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, tell me, I want to take care of it. I don't want it to just crawl up on me
I didn't
now.
want to say it on the radio show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it won't freak me out. I'm not afraid of spiders.
Okay.
I'm not afraid. The only thing I'm afraid of is highly irrational.
What?
Yes, bad radio, which happening right now. My greatest fear. I'm like weirdly afraid of moths.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I like butterflies. Butterflies are cool. Moths are just like so powdery.
Fuck
And,
them all.
I don't know. They just kind of creep me out.
Powdery.
Wait.
But all of their bugs I'm okay with.
Huh, bet.
I don't know. It's weird.
Where you
I'm
was
not
at?
fucking with bugs, dude.
You not fucking with bugs?
Fuck them, dude. Fuck them.
I have.
Oh, it will destroy the ecosystem. Fuck them, dude.
bugs are
Fuck it. We'll
essential,
figure it
dog.
out.
Bugs are essential, bro.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have.
the
No,
ecosystem. We'll figure it out.
I have no issue with bugs at all
Put me in a biodome.
in the biosphere.
Yeah.
The biosphere. Where you was at today, Sam?
Honestly, bro, I worked till about 6 on some shit, some real estate shit. That shit
Yeah.
really take up half my day. I'm serious.
I use the electricity skills that you taught me with the sconces
Fine,
again
see.
at the
You're
Domino.
welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sam
Thank
did-
you.
Sam has
Is that
done
how you
work-
Continue
make
learning.
$1 million as an entrepreneur?
He has
That's
done
why-
work.
Sconces.
He has done work at the
subject
Domino.
says, No. I had just ate, came home, cleaned up, got some food, and came over here. Basically, I ain't do
Oh,
too much.
perfect.
What'd you eat?
Perfect.
Tacos.
Oh,
Oh,
Taco,
it is-
Taco Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday.
We got El Chapo talking about Taco Tuesday.
Did you
in
have
the
a
chat,
margarita?
too.
I did have a margarita.
Oh yeah. You get salt on the rim?
Nah, I didn't do salt this time.
No, not this time. You usually do
I
that.
usually do.
You got a lime on it?
tahini. Yeah.
Yeah. You got some tequila in there too.
Fucking right.
It was a pre-made mix, or was it like made in the house?
It was a homemade mix
You think it was
type
house
shit.
made, but it's pretty good anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I feel that.
It was wild.
Yeah,
I fuck with that.
that's cool, dude. That's
You
you,
like-
ever had a pineapple jalapeno margarita?
Nah.
Oh yeah, you gotta get in there, dude.
I fuck with jalapeno though.
Yeah, like a watermelon margarita.
He liked the Joes.
Yeah,
He liked the
Yeah,
Joes.
I can see
Hold
that.
up. Who's in the room?
Tuck,
El
where you
Chapo?
from originally, bro?
I'm from here, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
El
bet. I thought
Chapo's
Tuck
in
was
there.
one.
People in the chat.
I got the.
Taco Tuesday and Set De Flo.
Nice.
That's cool.
I got the chat up. I got the chat up on the phone.
What's up to everybody on the chat, man? Shout out to y'all. Well, you gotta shout out the chat people.
Yeah,
sometimes,
who's
man.
watching the
The
stream
real
right now?
heroes.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Who's
we-
El Chapo?
That's he's a DJ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a local DJ.
I don't know him at all.
I thought, yeah, El
El
Chapo.
Chapo.
I
Right?
thought he was
Correct
still
me
in
if I'm
prison.
wrong, Chapo.
Chapo tapping.
Wife-
He got out of
Wife-
prison and
his
moved to
wife is-
New Orleans to be a DJ.
He's a consistent
Right.
viewer and participant in the chat.
He's one of our
Shout out
top
to
Set De Flo
fans.
Chapo.
Radio.
Is he a Vick head?
I don't know. Are you a Vick head, El Chapo?
Shout out to
He's just a
Chapo.
general Set De Flo / Vick head, all around fan, I'm sure.
So how long would you? How long you said you're gonna make it in New Orleans, Vic?
Oh, I told you I'm ready to die here.
Already.
I think she's sweating.
You think I'm
No.
sweating?
No.
Why you
Well,
think I'm sweating?
the thing about this city is like, if you're not an authentic person, it will
Eat you
eat you up and chew you out.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that's why I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like the energy here is because I'm about authenticity all day.
Well, what's the one thing when you came here that you was like, I don't fuck with?
Oh. I don't know if I've experienced that yet.
No.
What's the most
No.
authentic thing you've ever done?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna run you guys through that guy. I know. I really feel like I haven't really encountered something that I'm like, I don't fuck with this here. Maybe just the fucking streets. Maybe just the potholes in the streets.
Do you think people drive worse here?
Here's what I don't fuck with. Is like seeing how getting to see the intensity of like redlining and gentrification and all of that stuff at its extreme. Like all of that stuff is stuff that I see in LA, especially having grown up primarily in like South LA, South Bay, South Central. Like those aren't foreign concepts, but seeing it here, it's so much more intense. And yeah, that's what I don't fuck with. It's not that there's something about New Orleans that I don't fuck with. It's that I don't fuck with how other cities or people treat New Orleans.
Do you think the racism is more intense here? Is it a difference with the like how we operate in the South versus how we operate in the West?
I would say that I don't really spend most of my time around racist people here. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for me to say that from like a first person experience. But from the stories that I've heard from other people that have grown up here or lived here for a long time that are experiencing racism, it seems that it's way more cut and dry here. Whereas like in New York or in LA, it's a little more like, you know,
like coded?
Coded or microaggressions, like intense microaggressions versus just being straight up like, you know, I don't fuck with you because you're XYZ.
What about sexism?
Sexism, I still feel that the same everywhere.
Yeah.
Like everywhere, right?
You know, so you don't feel you don't encounter sexism that much in New Orleans?
No, I would say that I would say that I encounter sexism about the same that I've experienced.
I feel like that's a general thing, though. I feel like sexism could kind of like be across the board of everything. I feel like racism, like
yeah. Well,
but I like my racism more open though.
You like your racism more open?
Yeah, I like.
Yeah. You want to know where people stand? Hell yeah. Well, because if people aren't being straight up, that's fucked up. Like, what? How am I actually? One, that's not authentic, right? You're not actually being real.
Yeah.
And then in that case, like, I don't fuck with you, but I'm trying to convince you that I do.
Yeah.
And then that's stabbing, like, you know, that's backstab.
Like I said, I want to know.
Territory.
Like I kind of put it like with the zebras and the lions. Like if I'm a zebra, I know not to go hang with the lions because they might eat me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I kind of look at the racism in the South. Like if you go hang in the wrong, like I'm not going hunting with, you know, Billy Bob and his cousins.
Come on, man.
You know, after a certain time, because I just don't want to. I don't want to get eaten. I don't want to get eaten. You know what I'm saying? But for me, the South is I love the authenticity of the South, but I don't like traveling through the South though. You ever had to make a truck through the South? Like you ever had to drive through the South?
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't know if that's like.
I drove through the South on my way here. Actually, I had a really crazy experience driving through. So I was actually already afraid to drive through Texas. Dolo, would you like some?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Yeah, I'll take some.
Yeah. It wasn't just like that. It was also, I don't know, I felt like I was probably going to experience sexism intensely in Texas for some reason. My mom's extended family is from Texas, but I didn't really spend time there as a kid outside of, you know, one trip there when I was 5 years old, so I didn't really know the culture of it. One of my best friends, Rhea, is from there, from Houston, so I got to spend some time there with her last year before I moved down here. But going through, I was driving through and we stayed at, I think it was near El Paso or outside El Paso. We stayed at this hotel. My friend was riding with me, so I didn't have to drive by myself for 3 days with the U-Haul and like carrying the car and everything. And we got to this hotel and got up to the floor. It was probably like 2, almost 3 in the morning. And we were going to the room and there was like this weird, like bald, heavyset guy in a wife beater just like standing in his doorway when we walked by. And like it was weird. He was kind of just like watching us, and then we went in the room and I had to come back out to go get some shit out of the car, and I had to sneak Tyrone in because I didn't want to pay extra money to have my dog in the hotel. So he had been in the car. I went and grabbed him, and I came back up, and the guy was like in the ice room getting ice. And when I had walked out to the car, I could kind of like see that his door was cracked open. Like he was like kind of behind the door in his room.
Yeah.
And then when I came out of the elevator on the way back, he was like in the ice room, but I saw him like kind of like look to the side by the window as I walked by, and it kind of spooked me. So I like started walking a little bit faster, and I didn't hear him, but I heard him. Like I didn't hear him approach me, but I heard his like he like sniffled or something.
He was like moaning. And
he was like right up behind me, and it freaked me the fuck out. So I ran to the room. And then I was like, Adrian, dude, that guy that was in the door, he was like right up behind me. That was so creepy. I don't know what to do. So we ordered some food because we hadn't eaten for like the whole second half of the day. But it's like 3 a.m. at this point. So Adrian has to go down and get the food from the delivery guy. So he goes by, and apparently the dude is again like behind the door. The door's cracked, but he's like in the room.
Yeah, he was trying to murder something.
And
keep Austin weird, you know.
And so Adrian goes to get the food. He comes back up, and he like FaceTimes me from inside the elevator. Because he's just like, the energy is so weird. I'm really fucking scared right now.
Oh, I'm gonna eat the pizza.
And the dude, like, he walks past the door, and then the dude like flings the door open and steps out into the hallway. So Adrian went into the room, like barricades the fucking door, and we're both like, okay, I don't know what to do. We don't have any weapons on us. All the shit's in the car. Like,
so
we
he
just
came
have to
at
figure
him.
out. So he came out of the room. He was like in the hallway, but then, we just closed the door. He didn't like come at him, but I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I could kind of see it through the FaceTime situation. But
See
anyway,
your
so
mind's eye.
I messaged the front desk. I was like, hey, yo, there's a really weird dude on our floor. Can you put us in a different room? So they send the security guard up to put us in a different room. So he comes up to like let us know and like escort us to the other room. But then when he does that, the guy, he just says, oh, yeah, so we're going to move you up to the 4th floor now. Like, he just, like, says, like, where we're going.
Hey,
like,
what part of
dude,
Texas
man,
y'all was in?
It was in the middle of, it's the Boons, man. It was in the middle of nowhere.
So you can't
Y'all
stop. That's the
tripping.
Texas
It
Chain
was-
Car
I mean-
Massacre shit.
Look, it was the place I could afford to stay,
Yeah.
It was, and I drove the whole way. So
Yeah.
I was just, like, I was beat. I had to stop. Because it would have been too dangerous for me to keep driving.
Yeah.
So we go up to the next level floor, and then, I think I slept for like 2 hours that night because I was just like, I can't sleep. This dude knows we're on the next floor. He was so creepy. But we
Was
go
he
downstairs
big? Like,
the
was
next
he-
morning. He was big. He was probably
Was he
like,
ugly?
he was not attractive. That's
Okay.
for sure. That's for damn sure.
What was the shape of his head?
Really round.
Yeah, I thought so.
Really round.
I felt like that.
But anyway, so we're checking out the next day,
Yeah.
and the guy asked me like, so how was y'all stay? Da da da. And I was like, actually, once we switched rooms, it was like okay, but I really didn't sleep that well. And he was like, why'd you have to switch rooms? And I told him about the story. He's like, oh, that must have been the guy that they came and got this morning. And there were like cops that had come and taken, like they arrested somebody that was on the 4th floor that morning for whatever reason.
Wow.
Well, our suspicions were
He was a
murder.
murderer. He was trying to
Yeah.
murder something that night.
He wanted to
It
kill you.
was really spooky. It was very spooky. So that was, not to say that that's all Texas
Why
energy.
do
I
white-
have a lot of people in Texas that I love, and I know there's good energy
That's
there.
pretty
but
much
that
Texas.
Yeah,
but
that's
that was
Texas.
creepy.
That's pretty much it.
That was scary
Why
for
do
me.
whites always get killed in Texas? Like, why does the white people always get like murdered by some type of crazy man?
Because it's a big state.
Well,
Lots of desert.
some white people deserve to die. No, I'm just kidding.
Have you met some of these tech bros in Austin, dude?
No,
You
but
don't think any of them should be murdered?
Is that something that's happening right? Like, is that rampant right
like
now?
I've seen No Country for Old
serial
Men.
killers and shit.
Serial killers. I do watch a lot of Forensic Files.
Yeah.
And I was tripping on mushrooms at Galveston Beach one time, and I got really spooked because I remembered that like 12 different episodes of Forensic Files happen at Galveston Beach. People just killing people.
Were you by yourself?
No, I was with another person. But it got dark outside, and there were no lights. It was with Rhea. Someone who's on the Set De Flo team. Oh God. Anyway, yeah. Don't hang out where people are getting murdered.
Shout out
like,
to
tripping on
Rhea.
mushrooms. It's not a. It's
I'm
not
trying
a great
to think
vibe.
if someone ever tried to murder me.
I've definitely been in wheelchair. I was like,
Somebody tried to murder you before?
I've been like low-key far a little bit, but avoided.
Oh,
I was able
you
to
told me
avoid.
about this.
Maybe like once or twice throughout my life.
Someone
Like,
tried.
I could tell they were plotting on me.
Yeah, when they chasing you in
I
the
could
whip.
tell they were plotting on me.
When the dudes tried to kill us at UNO. Yeah.
Wait,
What
tell us this story.
happened? What happened?
That's the story.
Shit.
Bro, they were out there, bro. I knew like stories from like a girl that like a fucking late at night at UNO's campus, like this like van like came after her. They were like kidnapping people off UNO's campus. Like this is a while ago, but back when it gets like out there like at night and shit, like weird shit goes down.
No one tried to kidnap me. I was a grown adult.
Well, this would be happening, bro.
What do you call it if you kidnap an adult?
Man nap.
Yeah, man nap.
I was man napped
Nap.
in a totally straight way.
My
Alright.
friend had a fight with a guy at over a basketball game.
Oh my god!
Like over the
It got real
score?
back in the gym.
Huh?
Over the score?
Yeah, he
No,
was double dribbling.
It was like they was just getting. It was they was just they was just getting like heated. It was getting heated, and you could see it getting heated. Like they're talking junk to each other. I'm trying not to curse. They was talking junk to each other.
You've already started that?
No, I get to be Kobe.
Well, the not cursing thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Well, they was talking mess to each other, and I seen it happening. So I said, okay, this is about to go left. So I went to go sit like on the bleachers, and I'm watching them. And at some point, one of them hit each other. My friend and the guy had a fight. My friend got the best of him. I was like, oh shit, here this go. So the guy who my friend had a fight with walks out and say, yeah, I'm going to get my strap. And
Oh no!
True story.
so we all sitting out, and we like,
You were there?
and we like, all right, and we like, all right, cool, like,
All right, cool.
ain't nothing. So
He
I'm
won't
like,
shoot us.
yeah, he's not about to shoot
It's not
nobody.
New Orleans right
Yeah.
now. We just
So
we'll be all right.
I walk outside, and I see the dude coming back in,
No.
and I see him pulling like the tool from under his shirt.
No.
So I had to jet it.
How old were you?
I'm like 19, 20.
Okay.
So I
You had
see
to
that.
jet it.
So I'm jetting to my whip.
So you left your friend?
No, I did not. I had to get away. I had to get away from him first. My
Right.
friend was still inside.
Right, you were plotting.
I had left.
Okay.
I had walked out.
All right.
And so I see my friend. So I'm running. So I'm running from the gun, right? And then my friend is coming right behind me, and I'm like, "Yo, homie,
Yeah.
Gwen got the gun. He said he was
yeah.
going to get."
Right.
Right?
Right.
So I get in my car, and my friend jets. This on UNO campus. So my friend skates from the dude, and I drive. I hit a curb around UNO campus, and I get to a place where they could jump because I had a pickup truck. I get to a place where they could get in my pickup truck, right?
Okay.
So now we're in the pickup truck. We escaped from the murderer. As I'm escaping, I'm thinking I'm away. I see somebody driving behind me. It's the guy with the gun he's like on a high speed chase through my hood. So I'm going through like a fucking chase through my hood for about. I'm going down the Legion Fields, and it's probably about a mile or so.
Were you listening to music?
No, I was really trying to get away from this kid.
I have a question about that one.
Yeah, I was trying to get away from this kid, and then I went into the Boscoville, and the Boscoville got so many cuts and alleys that you could I could kind of turn and dip off on the nigga, and we eventually lost him. Now the kicker to the story is, The guy who was trying to shoot us, 2 weeks later, he got arrested for murdering a guy in the East.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
shit.
really about that life,
Yeah.
basically.
He's in jail now.
Damn.
He's in jail now for some life shit.
Let's get
Well,
him on
I'm glad
let's
it
call him up
wasn't
on the
you.
show.
Yeah. I know, right?
Let's donate to his commissary.
All right. But that was
Yeah.
that was the time.
Ring
Instead
him
of a
up.
You
serial,
missed escape murder.
I mean, instead of a serial killer, instead of somebody killing me in a
He
hotel,
just had a temper.
that's what that's your
they tried to kill us over a basketball game.
That's so
Yeah,
sad.
yeah.
It's gamer
Then
life.
a week after that, I got into like a fist fight at the Dragons Den, and then
Was that the bottle one?
yeah, that's it.
That's the same month.
That was the same month.
Damn.
And then I was
He
like,
was getting
Damn.
fucked up, dude.
I was like, okay, I gotta kind of cool
You gotta
it.
cool it
I
down.
gotta cool it in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Because New Orleans is kind of like, you could get into some shit real fast.
Yeah.
Well, it's still like that, but
It's still like that, but
you
Yeah.
wasn't living like that.
But yeah,
Right,
but
right,
shit was just
right.
happening. Shit was just happening. I think the fight with the bottle shit didn't really scare me. The dude going on a car chase, because I didn't have a gun at the time, so that was just a whole situation.
You
know what I'm
did?
saying? I didn't. I
didn't.
didn't. At that point, I still was like on some liberal shit.
Now you get like the twin Uzis in your backpacks at all times.
Yeah, I keep the strap.
Yeah.
I keep the strap.
Twin Uzis would be pretty
Keep it
cool.
on
If I
you.
was just like, it's okay, guys. I pulled
How you
two
feel about?
Uzis
how you feel
out.
about
That'd be kind of
guns?
crazy.
How do I feel
Would you
about guns?
Yeah.
I think gun regulation is good. I like shooting guns. I have faced a loaded gun being pointed in my face before.
Wow.
Wait.
So-
I don't know none of this shit. What's going on? Like, can we dive deeper? Or you
We
too
can
touchy?
talk about this.
I don't want to trigger
I mean,
you.
We can talk about
No
this.
pun intended.
I'll talk a little bit about it, and if you want to know more out there in the real world, y'all can come talk to me about it.
It was at
this
IKEA.
This isn't off limits, but it's so not a part of my life at this point that I don't want to get too deep into it. But I was in an abusive relationship for a long time with someone, and it ended when they held a gun to me.
That is a
and-
line for sure. That's a
Yeah, well, I
boundary.
mean, I should have got out way
Right.
earlier, but I was very young. I was very, very young at the time. So, but that was a wild experience. I've had like a couple. I was actually telling Cav about this just yesterday, but I used to babysit these kids, and when I think about it now, I'm like, damn, I was only 12 years old babysitting like 6 and 7-year-old kids. Like that's
They
so
trusted
wild.
you.
Yeah, they did. They trusted me. But we were walking through this park in Redondo Beach, and because that's where the kid's family was, and we were walking through this park, and this guy, we walked through this basketball court, and this guy like pulled a knife on me, and I just told them to like keep walking because we weren't that far from the house. I was like, keep walking, like go to the house, go directly to the house, and they did, and
That is so scary.
the only reason I was okay, and this dude was probably like, I don't know, I was probably 12 at the time. He was probably like 16, 17. But there was a kid that I went to school with,
I don't trust 17-year-olds.
PJ,
17-year-olds.
who was like, hey, she's cool. Like, I go to school with her, and but that was a really weird situation. I've encountered some
Shout out to
some
PJ.
wild shit.
At 12, that's wild.
Yeah.
Sam was
growing up in South LA, I've definitely seen some shit for sure.
Was you in a gang? Was you gangbanging?
I'm not clicked in to a gang, no, but I have a lot of friends that are either in gangs or formerly in gangs.
Did you have to get jumped in?
My brother, well, you always gotta get jumped in
Did
if
they
you're in
jump
the
you
gang.
in?
Yeah,
We want to jump Tucker in the gang.
you
Please.
Set De Flo's a gang now.
Finally?
No, we want to jump him in the Crip gang.
Oh, you want to get Tucker into a gang?
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
I'd be the
I
best
think I
Crip.
don't know if he's gonna.
I don't know if I'm Crip worthy.
I want to see him get jumped in.
I'm wearing blue.
Are you having blue?
That's
It's
wild.
navy blue pants.
Speaking of abusive
Are they?
relationships, Sam was in an abusive relationship at one point.
Oh my god.
Really?
I don't remember.
That chick that was
I don't remember.
putting weed
Oh,
on
no.
your car and all that shit. What's the guy?
She was planting drugs on you?
What's the girl that was planting weed on your car and
Oh, this was the craziest.
And yelling at my, and like banging on my door.
Yeah. So I forgot about that shit. Now it's coming back.
He blocked it out.
I've been knowing this man half my life, basically.
Oh, damn, man, I know how bright it was in here.
You say that every time you take your shades off in here.
Nah, dudes, men, we get abused sometimes too. It wasn't like that, but
Yes, that was
the chick was reckless, man. She was
disrespectful.
I don't want to say she was so in love with me or nothing, but we were dating so, I guess, passionately.
It's toxic, huh?
toxic.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
liked that shit back then. I was about that.
Well, there's a
Because-
reason people stay in toxic situations, you know?
I want the sex in the head.
The
Oh my God.
volatility can lead to
I wanted the sex. That's all it was.
Yeah.
but you can have good sex in non-toxic
That's what I'm saying. That's what I
relationships.
think. I think that's the underlying layer of
That's
toxic
why I don't
relationship. It's
fuck.
like fire,
Yep.
fire, sex, and you like.
Never fuck.
Is the violence worse? This nothing. The sex I'm gonna get. And for me, I always chose the sex.
Yeah.
Until she started like breaking shit in my house and calling it
Yeah.
rape. She was like, "You raped me." I was like, "I didn't rape you." She followed me to this man's spot one time because I said Joseph. She was like, "I know you outside this house. I want to see you now."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Nah, I'm not fucking with you."
Someone
So
broke into my house
She came to
once.
the door, like the door here at your house. Picture somebody right now trying
Yeah.
to get to me at your door, knocking and like, "Come the fuck outside. We gotta talk."
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't tell her I
I've
was over
experienced
here.
that. I've experienced that from a deranged person.
Dude. Yeah.
How y'all deal with that?
Someone broke into my house.
Well, I
she
had
like
a-
broke into my house.
I had a roommate at the time, and I just went to the back of the house.
Yeah,
and then
bro.
my roommate went to
Taking
the
them
door and
down.
was like, "She's not here."
Oh,
my roommate let this girl in.
yeah, yeah.
What? Oh, that's wild.
Wait, you gotta scare the fuck out of somebody when that happens. Like just like
I disappeared. Fuck,
I just was like, I was not about to.
I
deal
started
with that.
breakdancing. That
I
scared
was
her
not
off.
about to deal with that. But yeah, like, don't cross me.
he said he started breaking.
I started
What
breakdancing. That usually scares the host
Was
off
that
pretty
you
quick.
breakdancing just now? That is wild. That's
That's how you do it.
something.
Yeah. Head.
You've seen me spin on my head?
Yeah. Jackson
Have
Square on the cardboard.
Oh, on
yeah.
Jackson
She have the
Square,
cardboard
yeah.
out. Yeah.
I can bust some moves. I'll say that. I like to dance. And I enjoy the art of breakdancing, but I'm not
What you got? A
a
question?
trained
Not a trained
break
technician.
dancer. Although Disco was telling me about some free classes available in the recent past, and I was
Oh, disco.
yeah, Disco.
Shout out Disco.
Shout out Disco. Shout out Disco. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing in the community right now? Like since
Me?
you've been here, like what I'm trying to ask, like not your favorite thing in the community, like since you've been here, right?
Yeah.
Like what's the best thing that you, the thing that you like to do the most in the city?
That I like to do the most in the city.
Yeah, I don't think I've asked you that.
I mean, other than eat food. I mean, I love to dance. So I love going to parties where people are playing good music and very
Yeah.
skilled at it. Honestly, I will say about our most recent Set De Flo with Phlegm. Shout out Phlegm.
Shut up, Flam.
I think that was my favorite of the Set De Flows at the Domino's so
Only
far.
gonna get better.
And yeah, I enjoy it when I'm working and it doesn't feel like I'm working.
Well, Flim is
know?
just we all knew Flim. Flim is just so good. When you
We
have,
all knew Phlegm was gonna kill
it's,
it.
This is the thing. This is the thing. It's like
I wasn't sure.
it's like good cooking, right? It's
Yeah.
like good ingredients. If you got good ingredients, the shit is easy,
Yeah.
right? And if you have good DJs, the shit just falls into place.
Yeah.
Now we start trying to put shit together, like then you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Producing, curating, and producing events comes natural to me. I enjoy that part. I think I enjoy that part of Set De Flo more than anything. The production side of things.
I mean, me
and,
too.
And then seeing everything
that's
kind
why
of turns up.
Anytime we hang out anywhere, all we're doing is talking about how would we flip this space or like what would we do with this space.
Basically.
But yeah, if I just think about shit that I like to do in the city, if I'm stepping away from the dance community and thinking like more holistically about the city, it's probably being under the bridge on Sundays. It's probably being under the bridge on Sundays. And getting a hot sausage po' boy. I limit myself to one hot sausage po' boy a month because I like them too much and I know that they're not good for me. So I try to keep.
What's the?
I kind of prefer a smoked sausage po' boy.
Yeah, well, that's why you're
do
sitting
y'all
over
feel?
there, Tucker.
What's the equivalent? What's the equivalent of that in LA? Like, what's the equivalent of under the bridge? The fucking car show.
Maybe, yeah, I would say. I mean, there's really awesome car shows that happen both at like Elysian Park, and in East Los. Santee Alley is a totally different vibe, or Mercado Olympic. I mean, there's so much shit to do in LA, and there's tons of shit to do here too. It's just LA is so big and so expansive, and there's so many different areas of the city that have different cultural influences, that you can experience so many different things. Whereas I think that, you know, New Orleans is ripe with culture, and there's a lot of diversity within the culture that's here, but there's also just very specific Black New Orleans culture here.
You know, Hotep Sunday was this Sunday for me, right?
Right.
And my Hotep show, he was actually in New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
This Sunday.
What'd he do?
Went on Bourbon Street and did
What?
did like random New Orleans nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
But he was saying we got the best crackheads. He's saying we have the
What
most.
does he
who
mean
said
by
that?
that? What does he even mean
The
by
guy
that?
watch your Hotep Sunday. What does he mean by having the best crackheads? I don't know. I think we have the most interesting crackheads.
Oh my god.
Well, I think New Orleans has the best people I've ever met in any city. So I think that could extend to any corner.
You know, they
of
tried to
people that
cancel us
exist here.
before for saying about crackheads.
I made that
What
meme.
do you mean?
Tucker made a meme about the crackheads on St. Claude.
Tulane kids.
Oh, yeah,
Being scared off by the
Yeah.
St. Claude crackheads.
And it was triggering to, I guess, who was triggering to? Bywater?
Some transplants.
Yeah, there's like, don't use that terminology.
And they were like,
word
you're calling
crackhead
the
is
people
a
in our
term.
What did
neighborhood.
they want you to say?
They said you're calling the people that live in our neighborhood crackheads.
And like that's what they are, bro. They're like,
I was just talking about crackheads. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, crackhead is used in a pejorative to.
They want to be specified with
different
but they're
races.
drugs. We don't do crack. We do
I'm
meth.
cool. I'm cool
Like,
with any kind
I'm
of drug
just
addiction.
not fucking I'm just not
was
PC,
agreeing a little too
bro.
much into
I'm just
it,
not
you know.
PC at
We
all.
do
like,
know this about you.
Do you? Do y'all enjoy working with somebody like me?
Yeah.
No.
That's see.
Well, Tucker doesn't enjoy it.
That's how the team works. It's like 50-50. Like every yeah, no. Like, you know.
Okay, here's what I'll say about working on this team.
Yeah.
Is that there is so much diversity of thought within the team members that exist, and so much diversity of culture and experience, and I don't know, yeah, between at least like the 6 central people that are like working on a lot of the behind the scenes stuff right now, it's like no 2 people are like 100% aligned, and I think that that's a really beautiful space to be, because I think because of the internet, we have so many people that are in bubbles of thought, and they only stay in those circles of
That
communication.
is right. You're all right about that.
And because of that, you're not exposing yourself to other ideas or new ideas, and I think it's really important to be open to hearing ideas from different perspectives in order to expand your mind and not be small-minded.
We do have
So-
bubbles. I think everyone is in their bubble on Set De Flo. Like literally. I think Tucker, I don't know what he be on sometimes, but
I mean, you and I go at each other's throats all the time.
yeah, but what I'm saying is in the pocket they in, like I really just be in my own little world and not, because I got,
I feel like
you gotta
my
create
Venn
that.
diagram is like I have a little bit.
You probably have the
in
most.
each pocket, like
You
a
probably
little
have
bit
the
in
most,
each bubble.
But Chill be on his own type of time.
Yeah.
Tucker be on his own type of time.
But I love everybody that
Mike
we work
is on
with.
his own type of time.
I think that's why it works.
Yeah, you got to be on your own type of time. I don't want everybody like up my ass. Like fuck all that shit.
As much as
like,
we'd like to be.
I know, right? You know what I'm saying?
Speak for yourself, Tucker.
Yeah.
Sam.
We was talking about.
Sam wasn't ready. Let me pour some wine for you guys. Finish. Your
So
little
let's
drink so I can pour
celebrate
some
the
of this
halfway
wine.
point of the episode with another Sam tweet.
Let's
With
do
another
it.
tweet.
Let's do it.
Let's hear it.
Tweet.
Someone told me they had close to
And then we're gonna
50.
talk about. Oh, go ahead.
Someone told me they had close to 50K in credit card debt. I don't know how y'all do that. I was taught early. If you can't buy something twice, don't buy it at all. That's good advice. I never
That's
heard that.
good
actually.
advice, man.
If you can't buy something twice,
Sam,
don't buy it at all.
I be trying to drop gems.
That's a good. That's a good rule.
he from the
My
old
pops
school.
put me on a
I'm
lot
gonna start.
of
I'm gonna start
game.
thinking about that for real.
I'm serious, bro. My
I'll be like, can I
pops-
buy this? Can I buy this guitar
Can you buy this
twice?
shit twice?
I can't afford it if I
If you
can't buy it
can't buy your
twice.
PS5 twice, you can't
Right,
afford the
right.
PS5.
That's real.
That's
Maybe
true.
3
Telling you.
times. Honestly.
How you feel
Sure.
about that old nigga logic? That's called old nigga logic.
Yeah, I mean,
How you-
it
I was actually talking
holds-
about old nigga logic. I know how you feel about it, but tell me,
It
Sam.
holds a lot of weight to this day. That's the thing. It
Yeah.
don't really go. It's almost like almost like we taking off our shoes before we walk in the house. Like almost having respect for shit.
Yeah.
It don't go away. You know what I'm saying? So it don't. So with anything, especially with the old logic I was raised on, it's like the G code almost. You know what I'm saying? When you say the G code, like it's certain principles
Yeah.
that you got to follow
Yeah.
to remain thorough and real and to yourself.
Yeah.
But when the financial situation happens, my people were real frugal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't buy my own clothes for a certain time because they was like, you gonna just go crazy and buy whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I was taught early, like, look, if you want something, gotta be able to buy it twice. And that stuck with me. Even when I got my first credit card, it was like, look, you got a limit. If you go over your limit, it was almost to me like I was gonna die. Like you go over this
Yeah.
limit,
Yeah.
we taking your card away, you never gonna have access to money again. So I kind of had to teach myself to be on this strict limitation on when I'm buying shit. So now in my 30s, I'm like, it's so easy for me to be like, yeah, I don't need that. I'll cop some shit and I'm like, I don't need it.
You know
I'll take it back.
that's
You know what I'm
really
saying?
important. You know what's important, dog? Because me and you was talking about this last week about like fiscal responsibility. I know this
Yeah.
not a fucking economics show.
No, but actually, I think if we are talking about real shit on this show and talking about stuff that's important to the community, I think talking about finances is really important.
Yeah.
Rich DJ,
Because,
poor DJ.
I mean, even like, oh God, even what Flim was talking about last week, like it's really like, you know, what is the incentive behind what you're doing and how are you functionally doing that? And is it appropriate to the culture of the city or the preservation of the community and specifically, you know, serving the Black community that's been here and established here versus, you know, it's easy for dollars to go towards gentrifying businesses. And I think it's really important to make sure that you're focusing your money.
Put dollars in niggas' hands.
Yeah.
I want money to come through us, and I want niggas to not be poor. Like at the end of the day.
That's
Like-
not gonna stop, son.
What? Niggas not being poor?
That's never gonna stop.
What do you mean? What are you talking
It's a
about?
mindset. So let me go with some more logic. It's a mindset to me that people have to understand that money is a tool. See what I'm saying? At least how I was raised looking at money as a tool. So if you look at money as it's just a happiness, right? Oh, money make you happy. You're looking at it wrong already.
Okay.
You have to have your finances be as a tool to build you towards something else.
Yeah.
Like Set De Flo. You couldn't do this shit without money.
No.
You had to invest
No.
your money. But if you buy weed all day,
Yeah.
not talking about nobody smoke weed.
all
I'm
right,
just
all
saying.
right, all right, bro.
But if
You
you
got,
take
you
the
got,
money-
you got
You're
chill,
really,
dude.
you're really
Sam getting into
See
his
what I'm
bag.
saying?
specifically about somebody on
You're
the
in a
show
sensitive
right now.
territory.
My bad.
Sam getting into his
You're in
bag.
a sensitive
If you
territory.
buy candy all day,
Tread lightly.
you gonna brush your teeth up. You can't eat your real food.
But
See what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But
Put it like that.
But this is the thing, though. I'm gonna be funky with you. Like none of us are rich. Like
Right.
none of us are rich.
Yeah.
Like
Rich in spirit.
But I would say this though. Like,
was that tweet about me, Sam?
Definitely not.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
that's why Sam get in trouble on Twitter because he.
Oh,
be,
y'all took it like that?
No.
No.
But I'm just saying that's why he get in trouble on Twitter because niggas be thinking it's about them and they be feeling played. But I do think, and like, not I'm gonna say in the black community sometimes we just be scared to talk about paper. Like your family talk to you about paper.
All
you
the
know
time.
what I'm saying?
Had
And
to.
if you talk about paper, and if you be like, hey man, like, yo, this shit costs like this, and this is how we gonna run this play, so we could have successful shit, so we can have resources, so we not begging for shit all the time, or we not begging somebody else for something. You know, I'm pretty sure when you was coming up, you told me this, that you learned about money. You know what I'm saying? So
Not from my parents.
not from your parents, but from one of your partners that you learned about money.
I learned from one of my exes
Yeah.
about money. I dated somebody whose family had money, and I had not experienced that really in my life before. I dated this person, and I learned so much. I learned so much about bureaucracy. I learned so much about how to function, how to like use capital and credit cards to be able to do more shit, and ask to increase your credit line every 6 months, and all types of like crazy little tiny gamifying
You said Ashton
things.
Kutcher credit line? What?
Ashton Kutcher. I don't know how he came into this.
I thought you said
but
Ashton Kutcher credit line.
No, ask to increase
Oh.
your credit line.
I'm sorry.
Every 6 months. I mean, yeah, interesting though. But yeah, I mean, there's so many things out there. I was financially illiterate until after at least until I was in my mid-20s.
I think most people are.
Yeah, and I was someone that was constantly working like 3 jobs, trying to figure out how to do shit. And then when I spent time around people that were like that knew how to use money and knew how to use the system to benefit themselves, it was very eye-opening to me to be like, okay, this is all shit that I can research, but it's so overwhelming. When you research shit like that, like it's so much work. It's like looking through a 50-page contract.
Yeah, because it's all a fucking game.
And you're like, okay, I don't even know what this means, but they're telling me this, so then you're learning a whole different like language basically.
You know the best book on money, like just on some how to like.
I'm curious.
The Bible.
No, just how the shit work.
Oh.
No, it's called The Creature from Jekyll Hyde. It's about how the financial system works in America. It's not gonna tell you how to make money. It's gonna just tell you what the fucking game is.
What the system is.
Yeah, what the system is. I don't think
I haven't read that book.
Yeah, niggas don't need to, like. I'm not about to tell a nigga like, oh yeah, there's no get rich quick scheme. Everything I feel like is basically you got to put in that pain. You got to put in that work to get paper. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no.
I think that's
run
true
around,
to an
you know what I'm
extent,
saying?
but I think if you're doing it right, you're working smarter, not harder.
No, that's fact. But if you still working though, you
are still working. I mean, yeah.
Unless you come from something.
Well, right, but then you'd have less to worry about already.
Yeah.
So I think one of the greatest gifts to who I am as a person now is the fact that I had to struggle for a long period of my life until I found out how to do certain things. But I also feel that now that I have this knowledge, that's something that I need to tell other people about.
Do you think struggle is necessary to succeed?
I think that depends on your definition of success.
You think so?
I think that depends on your definition of success. But for me, I think that struggle is important in the way that it is important for us to experience all emotions, to have a holistic understanding of the world. So if you don't experience struggle in order to get to a goal that you want to achieve, like how are you going to be able to understand people that do?
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's deep.
Right?
That's deep.
I really just, for me, just the way that I approach life and the way that I approach work and the world in general is that I see every single person that I encounter as valuable as myself to the planet. And we're all contributing different things. And the only thing that makes us different is the experiences that have created us emotionally to react and engage in the way that we do. But I think that every person on the planet is capable of the worst and the best thing that any human has ever done. And so when I look at the world like that, it allows me to have grace for people that may or may not, quote unquote, deserve it.
Grace and mercy.
And it also allows me to have compassion for people that do terrible things. So,
got a kind heart for that.
yeah.
I'm not dealing with none of that.
I was trying to read the chat to see who was in here just now.
Well, Chapo's still here with us. He's riding with us.
Chapo's
Chapo,
still alive.
pull up
Well, we
next
don't
time.
know. I don't know where Chapo will be at. But
Chopper, where you be at? Put drop it in the chat. Where you
introduce
be at?
yourself next time so I could like put a face to a name. You know?
Oh, yeah. Chapo, you got to introduce yourself in prison. Honestly, we did skip over. I'm curious to hear how Tucker would define me or describe me, because you were prompting him to do that earlier, but he never did.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Vick is
Because I hate talking about myself.
You sure?
I think we all do.
Yeah.
I love it. It's my
I
favorite
think
topic.
Tucker does love
myself.
Yeah.
I think Tucker
I
does
could
love
wax
it.
poetic all day long, but I'm gonna talk about Vick instead.
Wax his ass.
You know, I let you do that one time, and now you won't stop telling everybody about it. All right? Please. I'm not going to let you do it again if you keep doing this.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm just kidding.
I wish Chill was here. I'm just going to say that right now. I wish Chill was here.
I feel like that a lot.
Bless you, Chill. Chill's moving right now. He's got shit to do.
He's moving.
But I love Chill.
He's
not
moving
moving
to Des
away.
Moines, Iowa.
No, he's moving down the way.
Yeah. No, honestly, it's hard to imagine that Set De Flo was like existing normally before Vick joined the team. I feel like.
Wait, what? What are you saying?
That's not true.
What are you
That's
saying?
not
The whole
true.
reason I
She did
even
elevate
was
it
like
to me,
interested
but
to
it
come
was
down
already
here was
popping.
because y'all were already doing this shit.
Right, it was
Why
popping.
you just shitted on me?
I'm
like
not
that?
shitting on you.
It was popping.
I'm saying she helped kickstart through some productivity.
She did.
Well, that's true, but I just don't want to do a
woman's
disservice
touch.
to what already existed, which
Oh.
was something great, which is why I wanted to work on
I was
it.
giving him shit. I know he wasn't shitting on me. I know he meant that in a good way.
Actually, you
I
know
told
what?
you that.
I
I
did
was
mean it
like-
as a slight towards you.
I told Vic, I was like, Vic, you leveled up.
It was a level
You
up.
know
It
what
was
I'm
like when
saying?
Pokemon evolves.
Yeah,
you know, it's like
it's already a
you
great
know.
Pokemon, but now I was like, oh, she got a new move?
Yeah, new moves, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Fucking, you can learn new shit.
but don't get it twisted. Set the Flow was going crazy before.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
know.
gonna-
Well, you know what's so funny is
was
that
crazy.
the way that I even got exposed to Tucker and Mikey. So I had met Cav out in LA, and then like we connected online, but really I was just like following along with shit that was going on. So when y'all went out to the country or when you were doing the radio show, I would just tune in. Like I would just tune in. So then I got to know Chill and Tucker and Mikey when they were out on the land. Like I thought of Mikey as like the green thumb DJ. I was like, oh, this the dude that's like making all the vegetables and like growing all the shit.
He was growing corn and shit. And
But
water.
it was so surreal to like come down and meet everybody and then also be living here and then just be in the community, because like I had like such an appreciation for the community from afar and had no idea the depths and width and wonderfulness of the dance community here in New Orleans until I actually came to experience it. But to even have a peripheral exposure to it from a distance, it was so cool to be here and be like, oh, these are the people.
Yeah.
Like, this is the thing.
I think we have one of the best communities, to be honest with you.
The dance community here in New Orleans, I
Yeah,
100% agree
like-
with that. Full stop.
Like just
One of the best communities.
Just like even
in the world.
even Saturday night when everybody just hanging out in the front, and
it's such wonderful energy.
it's just good energy. Everybody just vibing, yo. It's like
it's a celebration of life for real.
everybody's just vibing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Are you finally?
Huh?
Just giving you shit.
I was about to. I'm gonna be honest. I hate talking about my friends to them because it just feels weird as fuck to me. So I'm gonna just leave the.
You're afraid to show intimacy.
I may. You think?
Yeah.
You think so? You think I'm fucked up like that?
I don't know if that's fucked up, but I think you're a little afraid to show intimacy.
Sometimes
yeah.
when Cat gives me a ride, he'll pull over and say, Tucker, you know what? Let me take the sunglasses off. Look me in the eye and say, Tucker, I just want to say I really appreciate you. as a friend. You know, everything we do together, it means so much to me.
Have I done that to you?
No, never.
Oh.
No.
Because I don't remember. I do that shit sometimes. But let me tell
me and Kev had sincere
but let me say this though. Let me say this because
He's not as bad as you would think.
I said that to reference the point that we do fuck with Vick heavy. So that's why I said that. But also, Sam know where we come from.
Yeah.
Like I come from the place like we just come from like showing like we don't have too much emotion to show because we trying to get to it. Like for me,
I think there's room for expansion. Oh wow. What?
oh shit.
You're saying we can all
Yeah.
continue to expand.
No,
That's the beauty.
I'm not saying that like I'm not willing to expand. What I'm saying is it's showing growth. But my thing is, as far as time to like, all right, I'm gonna say this. When we was growing up, I was 9 or 10. Every Saturday, that nigga was washing somebody's car. Just every day. He's been working since he's been alive.
Oh my God.
He's got that
I
dog
can
in
relate.
him.
I
You know
can
what I'm
relate.
saying?
That's why I
Like
appreciate
not working. You know what I mean?
Sam, I have to tell you, one of the like the strongest bonding moment I ever had with you was at the block party. And it was probably like 4 or 5 in the morning. And I was so exhausted and I was
remember.
like, I was getting like a little emotionally exhausted where I was like, okay, I've been running around, taking pictures, doing all this shit.
I saw it.
And you came up to me and you were just like, you're doing great. And you gave me a big hug. And I was like, I like exploded because I just needed to release that. But that's another thing that I'll say about New Orleans. Like, I mean, I'm down to be super vulnerable about shit. I thought you guys were going to grill me. These are like soft baby loft questions.
I don't have nothing to grill you for. I know everything about you.
But what I will say is like,
you gotta grill yourself.
I am sure maybe I will. I might have to do that. Hibachi over here. I think that
Oh, Tyrone, but look at him.
Tyrone could not grill anybody. He's an old man.
He's a hot dog on a grill.
He's bless him.
It's a link.
But I think that one of the beautiful I had like a romantic affair with the city of New Orleans when I came and stayed for a month over the summer last year and decided to move here. I decided to move here the first day I stayed. I was just like, I want to live here. I want to be here. I want to feel this energy. And I think that as someone that has experienced a lot of different types of trauma in my life and has been processing them a lot over the past several years, I really have not allowed myself to be super emotionally vulnerable around a lot of people for a long time. Like, I never used to cry about anything ever. And since I've moved here, I've had so many different moments of like crying, like very cathartic, like beautiful, genuine moments of joy or like sadness or
Cry
whatever.
like once a week now, babe.
But you said I cry once a week
You
now?
cried. Me and Tucker was just chilling. You started crying.
Yeah, every time that
Fuck
SPCA commercial comes on, that in the arms of an angel, you start crying. I have to change the channel.
Yes.
Now I
yes.
can't even watch Maury anymore.
No, but like I think that there is some beauty in I don't know, the amount of like love and acceptance and authenticity that I've felt here that has allowed me to be completely myself and be completely vulnerable, and that is a space that I have been looking to find for a long time. So I don't know, just a shout out to everybody in the community, the dance community and beyond in New Orleans that has embraced me or, you know, made me feel safe and loved and appreciated and all of that. It really does like mean so much to me, and I feel it deeply, and I want people to know that you know, even small gestures or small statements weigh very heavy with me.
Let's show the Webby.
Shout out to Satan also.
Let's show the Webby. Tucker, grab the Webby.
Should I get the Webby?
Grab the Webby.
I
She got a Webby.
I get embarrassed.
Show the Webby, Tucker.
I get
Show the Webby to the
embarrassed,
camera
Tucker.
too. The Webby. This is Vick. The
All
Webby
right,
Award.
I got
Shoulda-
the Webby.
That's the Webby.
Shit.
Oh shit, the Webby.
That's a real
That's the Webby Award.
award, yo. That's not no crazy shit. Congratulations again on your accomplishment. Like I said,
Thank
that's-
you.
You know what up?
I've had a hard time
This is heavy.
accepting
Let me touch that.
compliments
You want to touch it? It's
On the
very
web-
powerful.
on the
my
weapons?
entire life.
Everybody does. And I think real artists do. You know what I'm saying?
I think. Well, here's another thing I'll say. This is a great quote. Another quote by my friend Joe, or by somebody else that told it to him, and he told it to me.
Yeah, he didn't come up with that other quote.
But yeah, but I think
I heard that before.
but I think that
Put it on the table. Put it on the table.
your greatest weakness is
Put
your
it by the
greatest
Cheetos.
strength pushed too far. And for me, sometimes that's the spirit of giving, and for me, sometimes that's humility.
Yeah.
To the point that it's a disservice to myself. And not to say that I'm always super humble, but I have a hard time talking about my wins and successes.
Well,
I
let me
kind
tell
of
you-
like to win in private and just know and keep it pushing on my own, because I'm like, okay, well, I can do better than that.
Well, we was just having an argument about that earlier before the show came on. Where niggas like to do shit in private. He was like, "Well, nah, you can just talk all your business." And I was like, nah, I would just like to keep shit in private. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about
well,
awards.
if we're talking about sex, I'll talk about sex.
but it's the same thing.
I heard you got a
No,
OnlyFans.
no,
What's
stop.
wrong? Whoa,
But you
No
know what I'm
sex.
saying? But see, this
We
what I'm,
don't
but this,
fuck.
but this what I'm saying. You know,
No fucking.
I wanted to say something about her being humble, right? Not even her, but like in general, like how New Orleans niggas, we like to stunt, but we don't talk about stunting. You know what I'm saying?
We just
like
do it.
We just stunt. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, this nigga flexing, but it's not like I got this, I got that. Any nigga who do I got this, I got that, we kind of look at him as like a goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like New Orleans
Yeah.
don't like to show too much. And I think the fact that if you could come in the city and just be like I'm stunting, but I'm not saying what I'm doing. I think people in New Orleans kind of respect that more. Rather, if you come to a party or a scene or a social setting and say, well, yeah, I did this, and I got this accolade, and I got that.
Yeah.
People kind of like disregard that shit as like, what are you telling me all this
I mean,
for?
I don't
Even if
fuck
it is
with that.
impressive,
Yeah.
I'm still like, don't give a
it's
fuck.
like, we
It's
don't
like-
care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, yeah, you could name drop as long as the day is,
Yeah.
but what's the point? Like, it might impress some people, or it might show some people like the tier
yeah.
of people you're working with or whatever. And it's like, I could do that, but that doesn't really mean anything to me.
I don't think it impresses people in New Orleans. Like
That's
I don't
what
know.
I appreciate about New Orleans, is that it's, but I think it's like that thought process of like, I think I'm loving this music is really turned right now. for this
I name drop you, Vic.
conversation. You name drop me.
I name drop you.
Yeah, but nobody knows what I do, so it doesn't
Well,
really
they
mean
just
much
know
to
you
them.
got the sauce.
In LA, it works though. In LA, the name dropping shit works though, right?
But I don't really use it there either.
No, but you're
But
out
it
in the
does.
industry.
But I mean, like, if you're showing someone your resume, that's one thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're gonna talk about, that's where you do that
Yeah.
in your resume. But
I hate the business side of shit.
Me too.
I
I
feel
want to
that.
get out of it ASAP.
I you know, I hate
business.
Somebody has to do
I
it
hate
though.
capitalism.
I agree.
hate money, but money is necessary to survive.
just
But
hate
if I
doing
could do
business.
without it, I would love to, you know,
I wish,
have a fucking barter system.
you know, like, I think, like how, you know, how Sam operates in just the real estate world, where he could come into entertainment and not have to take the shit off of people in entertainment. Where, like, with us
Yeah.
in entertainment, since we're independent, we gotta like walk a fine line of like dealing with corporate shit, dealing with the community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And trying to stay true to that.
And I think the main thing to communicate is, and this is probably more what we should be talking. We should talk more about behind the scenes Set De Flo shit. But like, I think when you're walking that line, the thing to at least try to communicate to our community is like, you know, if we do a partnership with let's say a corporation or some entity that
Dow
has
Chemical.
money, right? Oh God. There is an entire like mental evaluation that has to happen of like, is the integrity of this brand even worth the dollars that I can invest back in my community? Because what are they doing otherwise with their time and energy for people in my community, right? And I think it's so hard because at the end of the day, all corporations are corrupt and they serve a capitalist system and they serve white supremacy because that's what the capitalist structure is for. So it's hard to make those evaluations, but at the end of the day, I mean, you can speak for yourself. You can speak for yourself.
I was just
but,
about
like,
to give
for
you some
me-
pushback on that.
For me, it's like doing any of this is not about making money. And I think if, people saw my finances, they would know that doing this is like investment in community, and it's spiritual work, and it's trying to build something where people have built cornerstones and built bedrocks and started things and seen other people come and take shit like that away. And I'm just here to help, I guess. But it's hard to kind of break all that shit down, or at least give enough visibility to those conversations that are happening to show like, hey, there's a lot of discernment that's happening in the choices that are being made.
That's being made on How We Rockin'?
Yeah.
Look, man, it gets to a point where, like, when I say I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit, it's not that I don't give a fuck. It's really because I don't have time to explain my process or my intentions every time. You know what I mean?
Just trying to move forward.
Like, it's like you got to move forward if you're trying to do better for people, and
Thank you, mate.
niggas just got to trust how you moving.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say, hey, man, I'm trying to do good, and then I gotta get you niggas to believe I'm trying to do good every 10 minutes. And then you second guessing me. Then that takes the win out of yourselves.
But I think that there is a level.
Well, let me say this. Can I say this? And let you rock?
Yeah.
You know I don't like to over-communicate at all.
And I'm an over-communicator.
That's the whole joke, though.
We gotta meet in the middle.
That's the whole joke. So, no, I don't got to meet in the middle. I'm not about to over-communicate. And if she want to over-communicate, fine. Go ahead. Go talk to the community. And because it fulfills you to over-communicate, and it drains me to do so. And it fulfills me to all right, nigga, I'm about to get to the business. I don't got time to tell you everything I'm doing.
But also maybe there's room for growth for both of us, for me to have the opportunity to communicate less and for you to communicate a little bit more, because you are the leader of this. This is a black space, and this is something where your voice should have more value than mine.
I agree.
And for me to be the over communicator is something that it is very important for me to make sure that I'm respecting the space that I exist in here with the work that I do with Set De Flo.
Let me say this, because I think anytime I know when people see like that we run a black space, and I got 2 white people on the show with me, that they're like, yo, is Cav even run? Because I've heard this at the recent. Sam told me this. When the chick came up to me talking about you doing some white shit and all this some shit. Like,
right. My
thing with this is like, Tucker been around me for about 7 years now, since Pink Rum. Mm-hmm. And Tucker just, me and him, like, we have the same sense of humor when it comes to certain shit. He has a white sense of humor. I have a black one, but I like that he's a heady type of motherfucker. Well, I like his wit.
Quick-witted.
Yeah.
Vick creatively understands the nuance of what we're trying to do at Set De Flo. You know what I'm saying? This shit is still black, but my thing is this. If you go to fucking, like, when you go to, I said this to y'all, I said Gucci, Prada, Balenciaga, niggas don't mind paying for purchasing that product from those companies. And I'm pretty sure black people work for those white companies. You know what I'm saying? We're not even a company yet. But I don't mind working with the smartest people in the room. And I'm not saying I'm not even saying that y'all the smartest people in the room.
Good. I never want to be the smartest person in the room.
But what I'm saying is I like to work with people who creatively and energetically on the same tip. You know what I'm saying? And however that spills out, that spills out. At the end of the day, the team been growing. The team has been growing recently because for the last 5 years, it was just me and Chill. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to be real with you, I didn't even ask you to do none of this.
I know.
You kind of just found your
I
issue
just
in
doing
it.
it.
You just started finding your issue. Like, okay, I needed help right there. Fuck. All right, you working with Set De Flo now? We had a conversation.
I have been working with you on shit. I have been working with you on shit for a year.
Yeah.
Before we even
talked
talked about actually, you know.
And I told her I didn't even know you was working.
Okay, well, let's not say that.
Well, no. I'm being honest though.
Okay.
You don't want me to. You don't want to say this.
I mean, I was doing a lot of work, so it's hard to receive that. But
I'm not saying you wasn't working. What I'm saying is
it was nice while it lasted.
I'm not saying she wasn't
Set
working.
De Flo. Remember Set De Flo?
What I'm saying is I didn't know the intentionality until you expressed it to me.
Well, right, and I think that the big thing with me working with Set De Flo is that for the time that I was able to do it without making any money doing it, I did it as long as I could do it without doing that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, I can't do this anymore without having something from it because I don't have the time to invest in that way.
Okay, let me retract that because that sounds crazy when I just thought about what I said.
Okay, thank you.
I did see what you was doing and I seen it was valuable. But from my understanding, because I just been doing this shit by myself for so long, that I didn't know.
You didn't know my intentions.
Yeah, I didn't know the intentions of how we was gonna rock.
You
with
didn't
Set
know
De
my
Flo.
intentions, but I didn't know that I was like, oh, I want to help you build a business.
Yeah,
I didn't know that that wasn't my intention. My intention was I can see where you need help, and my skill set over the past 12 years has been working in entertainment, focused on managing teams and developing big concepts, working with $1 million projects, and turning small ideas into big ideas and expanding those. And for me to really, in COVID, my choice, I mean, I got cut. I was working at Warner Brothers at the time. Full screen, Warner Brothers, AT&T, it was all the same company.
That's when they all come out.
And I had been working with them. I had been working with big studios for, 10, 11 years. And I got cut. My entire department of 80 people got cut because of COVID. And that was the best blessing I ever had. I went back to school. I actually graduated. When we were talking about that, me having a gun held to my head, that was right before I was going to be able to graduate from college. So I graduated from college 10 years later. I fulfilled that. I was working in freelance. I was directing music videos and working with people that I respect and value. And then to have met you in COVID during that time of fuck agencies, fuck working in corporate models. I want to work in the artistry that I know how to do. I've been a photographer for basically 20 years.
So Vick does all the pictures for Set De Flo too. Right
yeah,
now.
And it's all of the stuff that I've been directing people to do for so long, I also know how to do myself. And believing in Set De Flo and feeling the energy of Set De Flo from a distance and then getting to feel that intimately being here in the city, it was I want to give the resources that I have in skill sets and monetarily and anything else that I have to pour into this community specifically, not even just Set De Flo, but into the community, because I think that there is something so special that's happening in New Orleans, in not just underground, but nightlife, specifically on the DJ side of things. And I'm like, what am I doing if I have like come from such a small place and learned so much by working in corporate, if I'm not giving that back to a place that deserves it and needs it? And that's why I work on Set De Flo.
Also, really what it was, it's a hard time for me to trust people. Then it's really hard time for me to trust white people.
Yeah.
So that was like, that was really like, all right, are we gonna work? Who is this person coming in, and how are we gonna make this shit happen?
Right. I never tried to force
with good
it.
intentions.
I just wanted to be like, hey, I see that you need this, and I can do this.
No, it wasn't forced at all. I'm giving background to what the fuck going on, and how this business relationship has blossomed and has grown, because I know. Like I want people to understand that what we doing at Set De Flo, because having that conversation with Flim last week was important to me, because me and Flim had conversations offline and online now.
I want to see more of that conversation, to be honest with you.
Great for the archives.
I really enjoyed that episode. I thought it was one of the best that at least that I've been able to observe close up, and I think.
But I think this conversation is important too. You know what I'm saying? I think the dichotomy.
Sorry it took so long to get here. We're an hour and a half into the fucking thing.
Sometimes it takes. Sometimes that's how shit
You gotta
goes.
edge sometimes. You gotta edge it
We've
out.
been edging for an
It's
hour and a half.
foreplay.
And we're finally at the meat and
That's
potatoes.
a normal edging session for me.
How long you like to edge?
Congratulations.
You like to
Hour
edge for 90 minutes?
90 minutes every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Before you release?
Is that in the morning or at night or midday?
Sometimes I split it up.
You split up the edge?
I split up the edge.
45.
Wow.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
maybe a little bit at the beginning, a little bit in the middle, though, a little bit at the
You're
end.
fucking sicko, bro. You're fucking sick.
Sam's gonna leave.
Yeah, he's
He's
fucking.
full out.
He's
But I
sick.
will say, so in 2 days, I will have lived in New Orleans for a year.
No, that's a clap.
And this is a bottle of wine.
This is
from
good.
One of my
Good wine.
actually from my favorite winery that I've got wine from in the U.S.
It's a lot of wine that you poured too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sorry. Not sorry, but
Heavy pours.
Enjoy.
I like a light
but
pour.
Albon Climat is a really cool winery and really cool people that run it. And I brought this bottle with me from LA, and I've saved it, and I'm glad I get to share it with you guys right now in this moment.
Thank you, Vic, for this wine.
Thanks, bestie.
It's my best friend.
That's my best friend.
That's my best friend.
Go best friend.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You learn how to twerk yet, Vic?
Have I learned how to twerk?
Yeah.
Well, I actually learned how to twerk in a pole dancing class that I used to take.
Now
that
you have
was
to learn how to
it
twerk
was
like a ghetto New Orleans.
I am not
you
at
gotta hit
max
the wall.
capacity
Hit the
twerk
wall.
level.
We gotta.
I think my twerk quality is probably only at about 50%.
We gotta
right
bring
now.
twerk.
We gotta bring it to the east.
my twerk.
To
There's something.
Shishis.
Have you
Yeah,
ever seen?
no,
throw the
honestly,
twerk.
I'm green. I'm wet behind the ears. I'm ready to learn always. So
Have you ever?
if you see me looking like a fool, please tell me. Please be straight up with me. Honestly, that is what I respect and value the most, and I appreciate that a
You
lot
look like
about
a
people
fool
in New
right
Orleans.
now.
Shut up, Tucker.
That's a wild thing to say.
No, but yeah, I don't know. If you see something like, or if you're
Say
like,
something.
what the fuck
Niggas
is
call
doing, or
that
what
shit
you
out.
doing? Call it out. Talk
Call
to
that
me.
shit
Tell
out.
me to my face. I value,
Yeah.
respect, and appreciate that. And I'm also like ready to learn always. So
Have you ever
You
been
know,
at like a pool
teach me.
party and like so there was like a girl trying to teach another girl how to twerk and like the other girl like can't really get it, you know?
I mean,
It's
I've
kinda-
seen.
You ever seen that happen?
It
haven't
wasn't
been
at
to
a
a
pool
pool party
party, but
Or
I've seen
this is
that.
an example, you know?
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny, kind of endearing.
You know what? You know.
It's like kind of innocent, you know?
You know what we was fussing about yesterday?
Huh?
Oh, us. Oh, now we're getting into it.
What?
See, that's what I thought. I thought we were gonna get into like a heated conversation.
Oh, no, I
where
don't-
it's like,
I
oh,
didn't
you
feel
and I
like-
don't agree on this shit. Let's
Well,
talk about it.
I was telling. I said I can't wait for Trump to get back in office. You know.
Vic was like, I can't believe you would say that.
Not,
No, I can believe he
I-
would say that.
actually,
But
would you? I was telling. Well, I was telling her.
disagree.
I was telling her. I was like, yo.
But I also say
I
fuck
was like,
Joe
yo.
Biden,
When Trump was in office, these niggas probably. Well, I'm the one that clipped this shit up anyway. When I said Trump was in office, it was the lowest crime rate in New Orleans.
Yeah, but
2019
okay,
was
but
so
just
low.
because he's in office, all of a sudden it's like, oh, the crime rate's better because of him. It's like,
No.
okay, that shit is affected
Yeah,
over time.
He was in
dude.
office for 4 years before the crime rate was the lowest.
correlation, not causation.
Thank you.
And
My
there's a
favorite thing to talk
difference.
about.
What do y'all think? Let me ask you this though. Let me ask y'all this.
7.
Do y'all want Trump back or y'all want Biden back?
I don't want either.
I don't want either of
I
them.
mean, well, I'll take Trump over Biden.
Maybe Trump from jail. He's president from jail.
I don't give a fuck where he's from.
President
I just
from
feel like
jail.
I feel
That'd
like,
be
I
wild.
feel like
Super
everybody's
jail.
just broke right now, dog. I feel like
Yeah.
everybody's
Everybody is
so
broke right
now.
now. Everybody is broke right
Didn't
now.
niggas have
He's
more
not
money
gonna
like in
make-
2019?
Trump
He
was
was,
not gonna
giving
make
out
that
checks.
better, dude.
Trump
when you
giving out
was
checks.
throwing the fucking house parties, bro. The city was popping.
That's very anecdotal.
The city was popping, bro. When Sam was throwing the house parties and Trump was in office, I don't know which one was it. I don't know if Sam was throwing house parties or Trump was in office.
Mix of both.
But
You can say the same thing.
the city was
now.
popping.
But you can make abstract conclusions from anything that's happening at
They
the
will
same
cancel
time.
me for this.
I mean,
You just speak.
I'm not trying to cancel you. I'm just,
No, I'm just
saying
I'm
trying to
straight up
cancel
how I
you.
feel
I'm
about
talking
it.
about our audience. I'm
Oh.
talking about our audience.
Well, they all left when you said Trump, so.
Did they?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No.
I'm ready to do caucus.
I'm only gonna say this.
If they really want to know how I feel about Trump, they need to listen to my Don't Down Internet episodes. And they'll
But-
really know.
Wait, do
Thank
we want
you.
to talk
Hit
about?
the
Do we want to talk
archives.
about the? So speaking of everybody fucking being broke right now,
What
do
we
we
wanna
want to talk about tickets?
About the new ticket? No, I don't want to talk because I want to flush that out with the team. I don't think we got it flushed out yet.
Well, stay
Two
tuned.
behind the scenes.
We have a ticket system coming up to try and adjust things to make it a better situation for everybody.
Barcode tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be.
I want to flush that out with the team. Let me see if anybody responded to the Trump grift.
Trump.
Right now, we
Trump
still
is
have
just
20
a-
minutes
a-
left.
a-
No,
in
I'm trying to
this.
see if they was responded in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
I'm watching it.
We got
Nobody's
10 people in the
talking.
Like I
chat.
said, he
They
like-
vibing with it
He
though.
like people that's straightforward. So Trump
They
is
not
a
talking
racist
though.
businessman. He
Well, I know. Tell him to
respected.
say something.
He's
Tell him to ask some
straightforward.
questions.
Well, I don't know what you be doing. You might have to,
Shit.
show some big Vic energy.
I'll show some big Vic energy.
That's all she knows how to do.
BV.
Nobody's asking me
I
wanna ask you a
any
question, bro.
questions related.
Sam,
to
you got a
that.
question? You got a question for Vic?
With that OnlyFans, bro. Because I
you.
respect you as a friend to not look at you in that way. But in
Right.
the back of my mind, I'm like, what that's about?
Little curious.
I tried to
so
subscribe.
here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say.
And then
I
we'll go
don't have anything on the OnlyFans right now. The OnlyFans account exists. There's nothing there. I do have a Playboy Centerfold account. It's all illustration. So
Not you.
it's of
Huh.
me.
So you drew.
Sometimes
That's
it's
kinda
not
cool.
me. Sometimes it's more nebulous, but it's illustration. It's based off of real events, but it is an interpretation by an
Graphic
artist.
novel.
So yeah, it could be a graphic novel. You can turn it into whatever you want. Oh, that's another thing I gotta talk about. I've been illustrating a manga. Shout out Connie, Blue Heart Connie, my friend who wrote the manga. That's something I've been working on for the past couple of years. He's actually moving to New Orleans in a week, so he's probably gonna try to get me to
Shout out.
get back to work, which is totally valid. But yeah, on the Playboy Centerfold thing, that is some way to make supplementary income. But I'm also I'm a huge sex work advocate for sure.
Me too.
As someone who
Shout out to Women on Chef.
I paid for a lot of OnlyFans
had a lot
over
of,
the
like,
pandemic.
oh yeah, tell us about that.
Pay for mine.
I just paid for a
Yeah,
bunch
you
of
paid
my-
for Tucker's.
Tucker didn't have no fucking OnlyFans.
Yeah, I
I
would
mean,
step on
that's
cakes.
not what I heard.
So
when
why do
guys
you
were
support?
talking
You
a little
support
bit
because
ago.
people need that support, or you just like
Well,
Joseph.
it's like $10. I'm like, I'm gonna go get a chick the 10. You know
Mine's
what I'm saying?
25.
I got the 10. Well,
That's a
you
nice
didn't have
subscription
when
right
I
there.
looked at your
That's a
OnlyFans,
lot.
it had no pictures. So I
But
just
there's nothing on the
yeah.
OnlyFans.
So I didn't pay for
But
it.
on the centerfold, it's 25.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, there's cool shit on there, but it's more like that's what Big Vick Energy is about, which is my personal radio show that I have pushed to the wayside because I'm really good at doing that with projects of my own. But I like to talk about sex. I think it's really important to talk about sex. I think that people should enjoy having really fantastic, great sex in non-toxic relationships. And there are lots of ways to do that. So
I disagree wholeheartedly.
I know, and
Thank
that's why we don't get along a lot of the
Don't fuck.
time. Yeah, Tucker is
Never
not
fuck.
No
fucking.
fuck gang.
Tucker
Never-
is
no
not
fuck
fucking
gang.
at all. But yeah,
Hashtag no fuck gang.
I think that's conversation that is typically not talked about.
It's like money. Sex and money.
And then those are both things that I learned about trial by fire, and I'm like,
What, sex
okay,
and money?
yeah.
Okay.
And I've learned a lot about both those things now, and I'm like, okay, I want to share that knowledge because those are taboo things to talk about in, new situations with new people.
Sometimes it's taboo. Sometimes it's like I said earlier, we was having a conversation before the show. It's like some shit that's not no motherfucker's business. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't kiss and tell. But like,
But also, like, you can, if you, like, you can do whatever you want to do as long as you're respecting people and you're setting proper boundaries. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, you can run it either way. Just set proper boundaries and respect people.
But like a lot of, but you know, if you ask a white boy, yo, how much money you made, they never tell you. They
yeah,
never
because
tell
they've
you.
been trained not to tell you. They've been trained not to talk about religion.
Black
They've been
people
trained not to
talk
this
about
shit.
Money more than white folks.
But black people are better at sharing community resources. They're better at setting up societal systems that are supporting each other out of necessity. Out of necessity. Like this, because the system is stacked against you. So
Yeah, all their
like-
white dudes are on their own as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? I'm not I'm not sharing resources with them. The fuck?
They got all the resources.
But
They
I'm
got
saying
all the
we should
resources.
talk about those things. Everything that they teach you not to talk about to save face or whatever protocol bullshit is like that's all shit you should be talking about. Talk about what you're fucking making at your job with your friends. Talk about what money is looking like in your family with your friends. Because as much as people feel like, because right now a lot of people are broke. And what happens when a lot of people are broke is that people feel like they can't go out and hang out with their friends because like, oh, I can't go out and hang out and I can't spend money right now. So, but I don't want to like, let people know that I'm really like that strapped for cash right now. So it's like this whole saving face game. And at the end of the day, just if you talk, you keep it real and talk about it. It's like,
Let's go to the park again.
You know what? You know,
God.
but on some real shit, like
Jesus. The park is fun.
Name one park.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm about to start going back to my calisthenics.
You should.
Yeah, to the park at my house.
You should. I do calisthenics.
We should go get those swan boats at City Park.
The swan boats.
The swan
Just
boats?
work out?
I would love to do that. That'd be a great set TV spot.
Yeah, we should do it.
That's-
I want to know.
that'll be your workout, huh?
I wish there were people in the chat because I do want to know.
All people in the chat
I do want to know what people want to know.
about you.
Yeah.
I want to know
or,
too what they want to know about you. I want to know too. Like I want to know.
I want to know stuff, but it's a little too risque.
Ooh.
Ask me. I'm an open book.
Ooh.
I think you guys
Do
big
you like
anything.
girls?
Do I like girls? Oh yeah, I'm pansexual.
Nice.
I'm non-binary. I'm pansexual.
Yes.
I enjoy intellect. I enjoy people that are intelligent, and I connect.
It's like a tech.
That was
I
groaning,
connect-
actually.
Ugh.
Intellect.
I do.
The fuck?
I enjoy people's brains, but I'm also I'm extremely picky in general. I don't know. I'm very selective about who I let. Like I love to embrace people and hug people, but like beyond that, I'm very selective about who I let like touch my body.
I like that. Good answer.
When I meet someone, I'll blindfold myself, but I'll be like, let's fuck.
What's your biggest?
As I'm meeting them.
What's your biggest turn on?
My biggest turn on.
Yes.
The sex doctor.
I'm with it. I'm with that.
Oh, this is a great. These are the fun questions. These are the fun questions.
There we
It does
go.
say white dudes with cloud goggles.
Definitely not. My biggest turn on. Okay, so I'm super attracted to hands. I'm very attracted to hands. So like I can look at someone's hands and know if I'm really attracted to them or not. But I am very much a sapiosexual in that the thing that will turn me on the most is you talking to me about something deep. Like you having a deep conversation with me can get you further than anything going on with your body.
Mansplaining.
Yeah, mansplaining definitely not. Mansplaining is the way to turn me off for sure. For sure.
Properly mansplaining.
Give me the celebrity
Celebrity
that you would do right now if they walked.
What's your celebrity crush?
Oh, my ultimate celebrity crush is Thundercat.
Nice.
It's Thundercat, but I
met him last year.
I would love.
I already fucked him.
Yeah, this is a manifestation statement, but I would love to have a threesome with Thundercat and Zach Fox, which sounds very unlikely because the 2-man 1-chick threesome is way more rare.
They want to call that.
That's kind
of the devil's threesome.
I do prefer
train.
I do prefer that.
Train, yeah.
I do prefer that. But I am also open to a all-female threesome.
You
I need at least 6
or
dudes.
You think the 2-on-1 male to girl, boy girl is rare?
I would say for the men that I have been romantically involved with, it is not the preference for them.
Yeah.
So I would say it's rare in terms of
other.
everyone being involved. Yeah, it's way easier to convince, not even convince, but like introduce the idea to men that I've been with that to be with another woman than it is to be with another man.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to broach that topic.
Why not?
I would broach the Trump topic.
Have you ever been in a threesome with another man?
Well,
No?
No.
Would you?
I don't think so. I don't like. Nah. I wouldn't.
Maybe if it was like
but
5 dudes.
Also.
Is there like
the man has to touch me?
No.
He has to touch you.
We only touching her.
I'm sorry, I have to touch
like,
you.
It could be me.
I can't touch you. You're not coming.
But also, I mean, yeah, the chillest threesome is just all women for sure.
That's my favorite.
Boring.
I know, right?
Yeah, no cucks in the corner.
I like that. I like that for a show.
What?
Cucks in the corner.
No cucks in the corner.
No cucks
no
in the
church
corner?
in the wall.
Yeah.
No cucks in the corner.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm down for these questions though.
Keep them coming.
For whatever.
What's your
Come
favorite?
on, chat. We need
How much time do
the
we have
chat
left?
has to have a question.
Yeah. The chat has a big
gotta have
question
a
today,
question
but that's
for
because Vick
anybody.
not behind the. She usually the producer.
Pick up the dude on the couch for asking the important question.
Yeah, man. I got you.
That's funny.
Wait, they said the dude on the couch?
These
Dude
are
on the
these
couch.
are-
Dude on the
this
couch.
is the shit I'm trying to talk about because I think talking about sex is
Yeah.
good. I think talking about sex is
What are your
healthy.
top 5 sexual organs?
My skin, my
Your-
vagina,
your
my
Xanthorpe?
asshole, my mouth,
Yeah.
and probably my ears.
What's
Was
one
that 5?
thing? Yeah, that was 5.
Okay.
What's
like-
one thing you would?
I like
do?
a
sexual or non-sexual.
What
Like
one
one
thing
thing
I
you
wouldn't
would do? Sexual or non-sexual?
We were actually talking about this before the show. I have like a phobia of shit,
Like human shit.
like human shit. So that's always off the table.
So no rim jobs, basically.
No,
Whoa.
it's just got to be a clean asshole. Like I'll eat
No,
ass
real-
and someone can
real
eat my
talk.
ass, but shit
Nice.
should not be involved.
Yeah, no shit.
Shit should not be
wipe your
involved.
ass. Okay.
Why are you raising your hand, dog?
I have something to say.
Yeah, let's hear it.
My coworker was telling me about this thing they do where they
Why
they take a condom and then they shit in the condom
Fuck out of here.
and then they freeze it
Fuck out
and
of
then
here.
you take it out and then
Man,
you fuck someone with
Get
it.
the fuck out of here.
Like a
I can see
dumbass.
that happening.
Get the fuck out
Okay,
of
why
here.
are you bringing this
I can see that
up?
happening.
I just said I have a shit phobia.
Yeah, what the fuck out
And now you're interested.
There's a is there a condom there? You're not even touching the shit. What's the big deal?
Out of here, Tucker.
2 girls, 1
Oh,
guy.
I thought I was the prude. Who's the prude now?
Is that what we said?
You called us prudes earlier.
Oh yeah, I did.
Such a good show.
Great show, dog.
Oh God.
This the best show in the New Orleans internet.
This is the best.
It's the
radio
best show in
This
New
is
Orleans.
probably not the best episode. I think it started getting good like 20 minutes ago.
Shut up, Vic.
But
The jokes is
It's
real.
kind of, but it's
But-
kind of whack to. Don't insult yourself.
Shut
That's
the
whack.
fuck up. Yeah, that is whack.
no,
She was
I'm
always-
saying
It's like when someone
No,
cooks
I'm
you a
saying-
dinner,
Shut the
they're
fuck
like
up.
insulting it
Shut
the
the
whole
fuck
time.
up.
You
I
know.
think
Shut
you
It's
guys
like
should
just let me enjoy
have-
this
I
nice
think
thing
you
you
should have
did
asked
for me.
more heated questions. I think you could have had some.
I
heavier
asked the
hitters.
most heated question
Heated
possible.
questions,
Okay,
man.
that was. I don't know if that was heated. That was frozen.
It wasn't even a
It
question.
was a frozen shit
I
question.
think they're so close to you as business partners.
You know what?
They don't
This the
want to
thing,
cross that
though.
line.
This is no. I yell at Vic a lot.
Yeah, but I yell
He's a
back.
yeller.
You are a very.
He's a
yeah.
yeller.
Yeah. But the thing is,
I'll take it.
Oh,
the thing
yeller.
is,
Old yeller.
we probably have argument once a week that I don't have nothing to argue with you about. It's like real arguments. So I don't have nothing to argue with you about on the show.
Well,
I just told
and
you to
even
call-
when we're
I-
arguing, we're like
I'm
we're talking around the same idea,
said-
and we both fundamentally often, not always, but we both fundamentally see the idea, like the result, as the same. But we're just approaching it from two different viewpoints.
Yeah.
And it's usually a conversation about language.
I'm a nigga from the South. I told you to call
It's
me
usually-
retarded last week, and you didn't want
They,
to do
they
it.
canceling that word, bro.
He was yelling at me,
Hey, don't be
telling
retarded.
me to say that. I don't use that word because it is used pejoratively, and I have friends and people in my life that are mentally disabled.
Let me ask you this.
And they don't like that word to be used. So when
Like midget.
there is a group,
I
Can't use it.
hold on one second, let
Okay,
me
let's finish this.
When there is
It's
a
important.
group that is saying that they don't like to be referred to as something, they are the people that gets to determine that.
So let me
So I say, okay, I'm not going to use that
I
word.
agree with you. Now I forgot my statement.
Oh, well, thank you for letting me finish.
Lit.
God damn it, Vic.
I appreciate
This is why I
it.
yell at you. This is why you get
never
this is
let
why
a
you get
woman
the thrash.
finish.
This is why you get the thrash. No, are y'all afraid that I'm going to say something that's going to just destroy
I'm
what
never
the fuck
afraid.
we're doing?
I'm terrified by your
Are y'all-
intellect.
Are y'all going to take my back? Are y'all going to keep up, like speak up for me when the community
when
comes?
they turn against
when
you.
they
Look,
turn against me?
Like he's a good guy.
Here's what I will say
Wait,
to that.
why is this even a look? All right, I want to hear it.
Look,
What do you mean?
It should have just been like a yes or no, but I want to hear what you're about to say.
I mean, I'm gonna but here.
that wasn't
Let
very
me
confident.
Explain the situation.
That
All
was
right,
not very
go ahead,
confident.
Go ahead.
If there is unclarity, right? You feel like people in the community don't fully understand you.
I didn't say that today. I didn't
On
say
the
that
show,
today.
you have said this. You vocalized this.
Wait, well, you doxing me now, but let's go. Keep
Am
it
I
going.
doxing you?
Keep it
You
going
already
now.
out.
Keep it going now. Keep it going.
I'm just saying.
Let's go. Let's
This
go.
is fucked up.
Let's go. Let's go,
I'm
Vic.
saying I'm someone with the patience and attention and the dedication
Of a
and
lion.
the like relationship
I
with
need-
you to say
No.
I feel like I understand you and where you're at,
I
and I
need-
feel like you don't always communicate that in a way that is understood or received in the way that you're trying.
So you can't
to
say
put it
that though.
out.
You can't say that. You can't say that a black man doesn't communicate correctly.
I'm not saying that. You told me that. You
Well,
told me
I
that.
think sometimes the community, because of how I operate in the community, no, not even how I operate, how I am observed, that sometimes you could be judged a book by its cover, right?
and I'm saying
like
I'm
a dumb,
here
like
to
a dumb,
make
like
sure.
a dumb blonde. You feel me? Like, you know how they have the pejorative, like, oh, she's a dumb blonde, but she's not. She's probably not dumb. She's just blonde,
Thank
right?
you.
know what I'm saying?
Yes, I am.
So that's
blonde.
you're not blonde. I'm talking about the connotation
Dirty
of that
blonde.
statement.
Am I not blonde? I
No,
am dirty blonde.
Dirty
blonde?
blonde.
No,
Stevie
you're not
Wonder's
at
blonde.
all.
I am
She has blonde hair, but it's like-
I have strawberry
Yo, this
blonde
is
Yeah.
not blonde.
I'm not
that's
brunette.
Brunette, right?
That's kind of like reddish.
Vic,
it's
you're
the
not
pink
blonde,
light.
yo.
It's the pink lights.
I've been blonde my whole life. Look at
Vic, this doesn't look blonde. Is it the red hair? Am I tripping?
I thought you had like red hair.
I thought so
Like
too.
red, blonde,
You thought I
red,
had red hair?
That's
Blo-
what I'm looking
blonde,
at.
redhead.
It's the lights.
Well, yeah, I've been strawberry blonde. My hair was like clear bleach blonde when I was a baby, and it's just gradually gotten a little darker over time.
I don't know.
Well,
what's
you're
going
still
on.
a baby.
So
My main
thank
thing
you.
is I just need y'all support when I go AWOL.
Look.
What
here's
do
the
we
thing.
do? Do we like bring you food? But you're
No,
out
I
in the
just need y'all to
woods?
be like, yo, Cav is
On this kind
He's a stand-up guy.
Yeah,
he
basically.
means well.
But what I'm saying is, you don't have to get there
is
if
probably
you're
gonna get there.
communicating properly.
I
If
think-
people actually get to understand who you are and what you think.
I have to take one for Set De Flo. I have to go AWOL for Set De Flo. I gotta
I don't
go.
think it's
I
that
mean,
bad.
I gotta go on the
I
mountain.
think you. I don't think you're gonna
here's
get
the
yourself
thing,
in a position
you're
like
thinking
that.
it's
Thank you,
bigger
Tucker.
and
Thank you, Tucker.
crazier
Tucker
than
gets
it is. But the reality of it is you
Tucker gets it. You see how he's joining like I don't think Cav's bad at all.
Well, no. I'm not saying.
I don't think you're bad.
No,
If
me
that
neither.
was the question,
I don't
would
think-
say no.
I
don't
think you're over
bad.
worrying.
No, me neither. I just like to talk shit because I know because sometimes I don't because sometimes we talk like we push the line a little bit.
Bro, I'd say the craziest shit.
No, you do.
I push the line the most. I should be
we
worried.
we don't
about getting
align. We
canceled.
don't always align with the narrative, right?
What do you mean? What narrative?
Whatever narratives is like that's
We're out of the edge out here.
PC. Was ever PC at the time? Like
The-
politically correct. We're not always politically
We're
correct.
anti-establishment.
I'm not worried about what's politically correct. I'm worried about real people and their experience based on what I'm putting
Well,
out from
how-
my body.
how do you
Whether
think
it's body language, whether it's physical language, whether
Well,
it's
let me ask you
whatever.
this: how do you think politically correctness comes into the lexicon of conversation?
I think there's a lot of different ways. I think there's
it comes
a
from
lot of different
it comes
ways.
from people feeling a way.
Yes. Well, when people feel a way, it's good to hear them out. Whether or not they're right is a different question, but you should be willing to hear people out.
That's where the idea of political correctness comes from, though.
From
don't you
where?
think?
From where?
From
Hearing people out?
no, not from hearing people out. From people feeling a way about certain languages and people.
I think people are allowed to feel certain ways about things, especially if it's about them.
No, I
Are
agree.
they?
I agree with you. I agree with you. People are allowed to feel a certain way, but I'm saying the idea of political correctness. I'm not talking about how
so
people
I'm
feel.
I'm not worried about political correctness. I'm not concerned about that.
Well, that's what I'm
at
asking.
all.
That's what I'm asking.
I'm not concerned about political correctness at all. I am concerned about real people and their experience in the world and how my words and actions affect them. So, if I do something, whether it's through my words or through my actions, that harms somebody else, that's against my worldview. My worldview is I am open to having my mind changed about certain things. I have specific beliefs about certain things, but at the end of the day, I value other people's experience because I will never have the experience identical to somebody else in this world.
I agree with that. I'll say
So-
this before. Let me say this. I want
Yeah.
to say
We're
like
bonus round.
this the bonus round.
We're in the bonus round. Set
Oh.
Radio's literally late night after dark.
For me personally, I feel like everyone deserves to have
Sex.
that and autonomy, sex and autonomy. Like I think everyone deserves to have that and to.
Okay, but if people are
Let's
if
see how
I'm
you,
if
well, see how you cut
listen
me
to
off.
this.
See how you cut me off.
Oh,
see how
I
you
didn't
cut
know
me
you
off?
weren't done. Go ahead.
How you don't know I wasn't done?
What say it finished?
I was saying like
This
sex
is
and
fucked.
autonomy and
Sex and autonomy.
yeah, and you cut me off.
Okay, what else?
So for me, damn, I forgot now, Vick. Go ahead.
Did I really cut you off?
You did cut me off.
I'm sorry.
This
Yeah.
It's love.
damn.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's
Okay.
getting
But I do think
crazy
that-
after show.
I think autonomy is good.
Yeah.
I think people should have autonomy. I think that through the structures of society, a lot of people don't have the autonomy that they should have. But I think if someone else's autonomy is allowing them to harm a specific person that does not deserve that, I don't support that.
I don't agree with violating anyone. I don't agree with bullies and all that. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know, this whole thing that we're doing here is really for people to expand their mind, be the best version of themselves they can be.
And I think us,
and-
even on the show, can continue to expand our
No, we
minds,
can't. We can't.
right?
You said who's not doing that?
I'm not saying that we're not.
Oh.
I'm just
I will
saying-
not expand my mind.
Well, Tucker's
and,
not.
and grow who you are. Like know yourself. Know thyself.
Know yourself.
Know yourself. That's the first rule of Egyptians.
Is that your favorite Drake song?
Know yourself. Jake got that from someone else. But yeah, I think what we don't like to nip this conversation in the bud, to nip this whole situation in the bud today.
Just the nip.
Just a nip.
Just
the
nip.
Everybody on the team, and including Vick from California, who's in the city now with us and rocking with us. We all trying to just expand and grow and show people that there's more to this whole thing, and we can have anything we want, and we can manifest everything. And this shit is very expansive. And we're gonna always push the line. That's the ideology of what we're trying to do. That's the mission, and that's the motive. And even when we talk crazy, sometimes it's really just to express thought and freely. If we're not trying to hurt feelings. If we do,
and I think expressing thought is good as long as you're also really willing to receive expressed thought that's different.
Well, you have to.
Right.
You have to. That's the whole. You can't be a hypocrite.
That's the whole.
There you go.
You can't be a hypocrite. That's the whole.
Stop.
That's the whole.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Wrong hole.
Yeah.
But-
Whatever hole I can get.
But we at the 10 o'clock mark, and
Are we signing off?
You know what's good special about this show though?
What?
We did this show on the week of the year that you've been here,
Yeah.
so that's
It
very
is
special.
very special.
So it came
It's very
It came
special.
just in time.
It did come just in
time.
And
I can't wait for the
can I-
Christmas episode.
You
we
said
we
what?
doing a Christmas episode.
Oh, I cannot wait for the
That's what-
Christmas
we are doing a-
episode. It's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
so cozy.
Well,
it's
we make
on
gingerbread
Christmas.
cookies.
Day after Christmas.
We're gonna tell you about it after.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
We'll-
plans
we'll
already?
tell
Yeah,
you
we got
guys.
plans.
We
We
do have
got
plans.
plans, yeah.
We're actually planning it with a new enemy of yours,
Yeah.
so you should be prepared.
One of my
for
enemies?
that.
Don't tell him yet. Don't tell him yet. Don't tell him
Okay,
yet. Yeah.
okay.
Oh shit!
One of
watch
my
out,
enemies.
bro.
I have one of my ops.
Yeah, I don't know.
About to get fucked by elves,
I just want to say
Fucked
thank
by
you
elves.
to
bro. Little people
you
waiting.
and
Yeah.
probably
Tucker not even listening to you.
over there, but
He's telling me I'm gonna get fucked by elves.
to everybody watching
Yeah.
the show
Yeah.
and everybody that comes to Set De Flo.
Well, thank you, Vic. Thank you for being a part of this team. We appreciate you. This was the Vic appreciation.
Thanks for
episode.
being my friend.
You know, we know.
If you have more questions about what the fuck I do, I know I
Yeah.
don't really even talk about it that much on here, but I've done a lot of shit, and I
Yeah.
like to pour into the community. So if you need help,
And Vic
you can let me know. But I don't have a lot of extra time. But if you're a corporation, I'm $300 an hour. So
And she make good sandwiches too. Vic make
She
real
made
good,
awesome food.
real good sandwiches.
Thank
Thank
you,
y'all.
thank you.
The next show we have is Big Ballers Dance Club, and we're about to put our nude section on the Set De Flo website.
oh yeah, we do have
A
a nude
nude
section coming
Yeah,
on
and
Set
tap
De Flo.
tap into our new
into the new website.
It's you. We got
Yeah.
big dudes of you.
Newsletter will be out
You.
this weekend.
Yeah, newsletter's coming out this weekend. We have 3 shows coming up in October and some crazy stacked lineups.
Yes, yes.
Super excited for Big Baller Dance Club on October 6th with Antwiggity and Good Extreme.
Wow, shout out Good Extreme. He was in the chat earlier.
Yeah.
Shout out Good Extreme.
Shout out Good Extreme.
Oh yeah, come
Shout
to
out
OK
Twig.
Bar Friday. David, sorry I double booked. Next month.
Thank you. Thank
But
you.
everyone
thank you.
should still come to OK Bar Friday, even though David's mad at me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and if you guys want to do a potluck, I might do a potluck at my house just for 1 year
Pot fuck.
anniversary celebration. Last
The potluck.
minute. It's a potluck. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
y'all.
Always
Good.
live your life. Never live a lie. Thank you, Vic. Appreciate you. The producer of the show. Give her a hand.
Don't down it.
Set out.
Yeah.
Seacrest out.